NodCast whispers through the static air. Glitchless dreams in a pixel square. Wrath is calling from the neon light. Princess dances in the dead of night. Electric shadows on the broken wall. Silent echoes in an empty hall. No cast hums a forgotten tune. Glitchless under shattered moon. Kisses on the radio wave. Glitchless hearts too brave to save. Wrath is gone in a flash of green. Princess lost in a digital dream. The wires hum, the circus cry. No cast size, the last goodbye. The code unravels, the lights go dim, but we're still singing our.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. This is NodCast episode 26, interview with Badbomba. Here you have Sadul, our co-host, and our guest live, Badbomba. Sadul, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. Looking forward to our conversation.
Oh yeah. And Badbomba, how are you?
All good, mate. All good. Hoping I don't embarrass the pair of you.
You can't do that. No, you can't do that.
I'll try.
Thanks for coming on the show today. Our other guest got caught up in something, so not a big deal. Appreciate you stepping up and moving it up, you know?
Yeah, no problem. I'm always good as a second choice.
But so you want to, everybody in this show gets an introduction. Badbomba, he's been around a long time. He's doing really good this season. Well respected, well spoken. He can tell you more about his personal life, but from how I know him and my interactions with him, I've always been positive. He's a good guy. And do you want to add anything to that introduction, Mr. Badbomba?
Yeah, if you like, I might as well, right? So, yeah, I'll try and be nice to everyone on the internet. I'm not actually that nice in real life, right? I'm a little abrasive. I'm known for it. But because I enjoy the game and I want to play the game, and we have to share this quite small space, I try my damnedest to stay neutral and keep my head above water with everyone.
Yeah.
So generally, don't be shy to send me a message like, I want to be friends with everyone. I want to play this game with you. I know I won't mention names, but we all know there's some serious beef between certain people. I don't want none of that. I'll be friends with both sides. So yeah, you'll generally be well received if you message me.
Yeah.
And just don't try and pull me into drama. That's all. But yeah, other than that, I'm pretty friendly. Weapons grade ADHD and a little retarded.
Same here.
Aren't we all?
Hey, I have always said it. No dietist for a family, just a big dysfunctional one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
the
and it's like
neurospicy is strong.
in any workplace, not everybody's gonna get along. It's like that.
Yeah,
There's no way. It'd be
yeah.
weird.
But if you're sharing a space, like you got to at least, you got to try at least to be civil, right? Even if you don't like the person, they make your skin crawl even. But once you start that beef, it's like you're stuck with them now. It's like farting in an elevator, you're stuck with it.
Yeah. Then you got that
Hold it
drama
in.
every time you come on. It's like,
Yeah.
Well, that's my favorite part of it is farting in the elevator and then pointing.
yeah, you've been
I'll
pretty
believe
good
it.
at that, Sadulo, man. Reporting people and shit, man. What's going on?
Oh shit, right?
I bet you're the kind of dude that walks in an elevator, faces the wrong way, makes
Oh.
eye contact with the old lady, and then just lets it rip.
Explorer
Oh, we
just
got-
Oh,
subscribed.
absolutely. Why not?
Yeah, I knew it.
I mean, if we're gonna bring up the whole reporting thing, I mean, don't do stupid shit and get caught. Honestly.
I shouldn't have said it. I shouldn't have said it, but I had to. Tardy Explorer
it's fine.
subscribed with Prime. Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you.
that. Getting them commercials out of here. You know what I mean? Get them out of here. I turned them all the way down for you guys, but Twitch has to pay the bills, so sorry. But yeah, I had to bring it up. Sadul, you didn't do anything wrong.
Oh no, it's just like, and obviously, in that whole situation, it's like I'm just the one that came forward and actually said I reported and emailed. But if it was just me, Glitch would have just said, "Hey, deal with it." But there was a lot of other people. I'm just the one that had the balls to say I did it.
Well, my
That's
2
it.
cents is if you're gonna run more than one tune, fucking try. Even if the tune sucks, just do the best you can. There's no reason to run an escape pouch, especially if you're trying to have your the other tunes that aren't good. Because you never face each other. If you get faced up with another team, it's obviously not ethically right. I mean,
Exactly.
you don't
but
see Arrow song with an escape pouch on. You know what I mean? Like,
no, and my alt's not even geared, so I don't even have. She doesn't even have it registered. It's just.
I'm a little behind on this one. Is this what the announcement
Yes.
was about? Where Glitch was like, "Don't be an ass in arena."
Yeah.
it's
Right,
do
yeah,
the right
what?
thing.
100%.
Oh no, you did. So I got a memory like a sieve. You did message me on Discord about this, and like I said earlier, I took the neutral response and went,
Exactly.
I'm probably no better, wasting people's time. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, but no, I see where you're coming from though. Like, there's definitely a point to be made for
Well, there's just
not doing the bare
reason,
minimum.
No reason to have an escape pouch on. None whatsoever.
But anyways, that's already in the past, and we're here to talk about bad. So
Yeah. So Bad, tell us about you.
yeah, where are you from? How old are you?
It's all a mystery. No, I'm from the UK. I don't know if you can tell by the teeth, but from the
I'm missing
UK.
one too.
Yeah, okay, you might be part Brit. Who knows? Maybe it's too
Right?
But yeah, so I'm from the UK. I'm from the east of the UK. I'm out in the country now. The city life, I can't deal with the noise anymore. Father of 4, but I live with my 2 daughters and my wonderful partner. She's definitely the better half of me. Yeah, I'm full-time dad now. I was working a lot, probably too much, to be honest. Finance and accounting, basically a money man, books man, all boring stuff. But yeah, I came up with a system with a friend of mine. We got a patent for said system. And what that does is, I sort of had a little word with you earlier, didn't I, about this?
Yeah.
Is essentially, it was like as AI was emerging and becoming more of a commonplace tool rather than a gimmicky thing that makes weird videos of Donald Trump eating spaghetti, right? This is sort of, we'd got past that point.
Right.
And we decided we were going to integrate it into some already existing accounting software to see if we could like automate some menial tasks, just the basic stuff like money in, money out, stock in, stock out, that kind of stuff. And it was incredibly accurate and very easy to do. So we developed our own one, a competitor in the market. And we got a patent for it, although we never launched the product. That's as far as we got, was a patent. A big company wanted the patent and we sold it. And with that money, I retired and decided that never again will my girls have to explain why dad's not there at the Christmas play and things like that, make amends and do the right thing. So now I'm retired, full-time dad. I'm approaching middle age. I'll just let you speculate on that. I don't give too much away on the internet.
No, you're good.
Somewhere between 40 and 50, and I'll let you guess, right? So, I think I'm in my prime. I think life began at 40, personally. But,
spending time with family is huge, man. You can't buy that back. You can't buy missed Christmases. You can't.
No. You can't, and that is exactly why I love being a full-time dad. I love the cooking. I love the cleaning. I love the kissing the boo-boos better, reading the bedtime stories. It was all stuff that I should have been doing from the start, truth be told. But at the same time, we have not a rich, but a comfortable life now.
Oh, so that's all that matters.
There's pros and cons for sure. But I cherish every moment now. My oldest daughter kills me. She's so funny and a little bit too much like me, which kind of makes me want to lock her in a tower like Rapunzel, but you can't be doing that. Yeah.
No, I understand. I have a 3.5-year-old boy and, a wife.
Yeah.
It's, once, you don't want to miss anything. You don't want to miss like their first Halloween or their third or fourth Christmas that they might remember, or any of them for that matter. And
yeah,
it's hard sometimes.
Yeah, it is for sure. It's something like you say, there's no amount of money in the world that can buy that back. And it's like, I don't mean to get like all doom and gloom. I'm not. I'm like, life is good, but it's something that does play on my mind a lot because it is gone now. I just have to deal with that. That's gone. I miss my youngest daughter's first steps.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll never get that moment back.
Yeah, there's not enough money in the world to fucking.
No, there really isn't. Maybe there'd be a lot of zeros though. It would have to be like, sorry, Daddy wasn't there, but how about a jet this year? I feel like that kind of money might be okay, but anything short of that definitely isn't worth it.
Yeah. Hey, chat. How are you tonight, chat? I don't forget about you. I'm reading it. Hey, yo, bro. Our kit. Mishka 212. Tardy. We got Sonicus up in here. Train that guy Wrath. Bunch of people hanging out, chilling out.
I think one of my buddies might be here somewhere. I wonder if
Tiger Wolf, Incendier, Droopy. Sometimes Glitch shows up, sometimes he don't. He was nice enough to put our link on the announcements page, so that's cool. Did you know that?
What Glitch did?
Yeah, under announcements. If you scroll down, it's like right after he released it. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool. So he must watch then.
He even I asked him to come on the show before, and he said when the time is right, which is very, very cool.
Ooh, that's promising. I'll tune in for that one.
From the audience, from Ash, he is asking, "What are your goals in Nod?"
What are my goals in Nod?
Yes.
Do you know what? Realistically, it's like there's some big names like Ash, like Browser Game God, like Sadul, like Slayer, like Emmental, who's been brilliant, by the way. Big shout out to Em here because she has catapulted me from nobody to somebody real quick, helping me out with the crafting and that. But yeah, the end goal eventually is being able to box with you guys respectfully. It's not like an ego thing. I enjoy this game, and I think being able to stand toe to toe with any of you guys and having a good boxing match that could go either way is just going to elevate the experience for me. It's going to elevate the experience for you. So that's the end game, is being able to box with you, to be honest, so we can actually play and have a good time rather than me just throwing a cheap joke at you for kicking my ass repeatedly. I'd like to be on the receiving end of those damn you Badbomba,
No, I appreciate
that's the end goal.
I appreciate it. I consider that a compliment.
Yeah, I like that answer. That's a good one.
And you are a big dog. You're 16th, 15th, really, because I can only pick one tune. I mean, you're right there, dude. I mean, you're gonna get to the point where you're gonna be in the top 10. It's not gonna even be a question.
maybe within a year or two, because I'm a whale as well, right? But I kind of, thankfully, the wife's not here, so I don't have to keep my voice down. But yeah, it's about like getting away with being a whale is the thing. So I kind of like I've let it simmer for now because I blew probably a few grand since I've been back. So I'm going to let that simmer down, farm, and actually play the game for some gains, and then maybe in a year or two I'll drop another few grand and maybe get some tier 10 arms or something.
Yeah, that helps.
That's fair.
But
Yeah.
even though, I mean, remember that I don't like Wrath, he won without tier 10. I mean, I'm just saying, you want tier 10, but it has your build and what you're doing has more of an impact.
Yeah, but I'm kind of retarded, so like I need carrying by high-end gear. So that's how that's gonna go. Sorry.
No, I agree. I think gear should be priority one. Over if you asked me to what's more important, chasing the meta, like, oh, what's gonna win this season, and then buying a bunch of new shit that's not gonna work next season. That money is better spent on armor, which you always have.
Yeah.
But it's, I say that, but I haven't bought anything. I didn't even get a new weapon this year, and I only spend money on the game when I get the token now.
Right.
So,
Yeah. A good value that though compared to the other options.
I just wish I got more of them.
And I think the season that Wrath won his first time, I believe he was a tier 1 tank, honestly. Like, he had a goal in mind, played it well, and did it.
Well,
yeah, Wrath's a beast, though.
Yeah, he has a very
like
deep
fighting a raid
understanding.
boss.
Yeah, he understands every item in the game. So
you see it come up. Like if something isn't going his way, I can't remember when it was. It could have even been early in the season. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's irrelevant. But I was on the winning side of an arena match this season. Both of his teammates gone. We'd managed to kind of cleave off of him onto them. They got eliminated. And Wrath just took all of us to a draw. And as the match went on, you could see him getting stunned, and he's put on a different shield, and now he's got a different helmet, and now he's like just one piece of gear at a time. He's like calculating as the match is going on. I can't compete with that. No way.
Yeah.
Not yet, anyway. I'm still not there. But yeah, I think like if I ever get to the point where I can box Wrath, I'll know that I've come far enough.
Well, he's a healing tank, and this season's very peculiar. The final was at 15. If you got 10 tanks, the tanks are gonna wish they get a DPS on their team.
Yeah.
That's essentially how I won that season, because I was with 2 tanks. There's nothing but tanks, and I was using dots. Yeah. So I had 2 tanks with me fighting 3 tanks.
Right. Okay. So they just didn't have the stopping power to actually put you down.
Yeah, and they all made like the tournament because they're tanks and it's Anon. So someone like Ash, if there's less tanks, then Wrath probably has a better chance of winning.
Yeah.
Because he has to hope he has like 2 DPSs with him, or 1 instead. If he has 2 tanks with him, what are you gonna do? I mean, you can swap. That's an option. Being able to swap from AoE DD to healing will benefit you in tournament tremendously.
Yeah.
So that's something to think about. You're already healed, right? So.
Yeah, I've got a dot pouch is like my main setup. Is like a dot. I just play what I enjoy. I don't care what the meta is, right?
Right.
I was when I came back to the game, I was DC DD, double cast DD. And that was like a long gone thing. I had like 900 MRE and stuff like that. It was like way outdated. And I wasn't really feeling that. I wasn't enjoying that. But then when I picked up a staff and started messing with that, I was like, oh, this is cool. I like these skills. So I committed to it. And yeah, so dot is my main one. And then I've got my heal pouch because I'm not quite as strong as like you or who's that one with the cool hat, Killivan or something?
Kilvian?
Yeah,
it could be. He's a
Kilvian,
doctor as well.
That's Wrath.
Yeah, that's Wrath Salt.
Oh, is it? Okay, another
Yeah.
Wrath, right? Of course, that tracks. But yeah, like him, I'm not as strong as you. I'm not as strong as him, so I can't really survive that long. I've got sub 30k HP, and it wasn't doing it for me. So I dropped a little bit more money into the game and finished my heal pouch, and figured that would take me a bit further this season. Because if I can just get one, at least semi-decent person on my team, I can keep us both alive, right? And then just ride that damage ramp and have a chance. Even if we are outmatched, it's like with damage ramp, anything can happen. You know, one bad spell of RNG for them and one good one for us, and we take it.
So you're healing every single match?
I am now, yeah. I start healer, and I'm AFK a lot this season, I must admit. When I've got the time to commit, I'll actually be present, but most of the time I'm AFK right now. Yeah, and I'm healing pretty much full time. If I get someone like Wrath or Tommy on my team, then I'll heal for maybe the first 30, 40 seconds. They get a couple taunts out. Then I'll switch to Dot and just finish the match off because I know they'll be fine. But if there's like someone who's not quite as strong as one of those guys, I'll stay heal, and we tend to do better.
Yeah, and healing, I mean, it really, really helps. I mean, I think the staff of Guiding Light is probably the best because it amps up with the damage curve. It's hard to beat that. I don't know if you knew that. That's a fucking hell of a staff right there.
It is.
Raph said I heard Dot was the meta. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It is? Okay, well, then I'm playing meta. Hey! Look at me go. Yeah, I'm liking the Staff of Shielding at the minute. The unique that came last season, the hammer. I forgot its name already. I told you I'm a little retarded. But the hammer that drains mana and energy. I was like, I wonder if the Staff of Shielding is like a potential counter for that thing. And it turns out it is. So I keep that on me now. I'm using the Masquerade because I wouldn't say I've got like damage, but I'm melded for strength, and I use the Staff of Masquerade just so I can do a little bit of extra something. But if I come up against someone with that hammer, I'll switch to shielding, and it just cuts that shit off immediately.
Right.
So I like having that on me as well.
That's a big thing, actually. That's a big deal. So.
Yeah, because if I don't put that on, a couple times I'm like, wow, that match, because I can hear it in the background. If I'm like busy working on stuff, I can hear a match going in the background. I think that's been going on for a little while now. So I'll tab in and see who it is I'm against. And I've got like no mana and energy 40 seconds in. I'm like, son of a bitch. Switch my staff, hit my arc, and then go back to AFK. And it just shuts that down nicely.
It's quite the weapon. I don't know if it's enough to make the large mana energy pools not viable anymore. I don't think it's enough for that because it can be countered so many ways. So, I mean, obviously it's still viable. You get 2 healing tanks.
Yeah, it seems to be, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems to be whatever your current value is. It's a percentage of that. So, like, as the match starts, they hit me, and I'm losing like nearly 1,000 mana and energy per swing. It's rapid. It really does drain. But then as my pool depletes, that drain gets smaller and smaller. Right. So it kind of gets less effective the longer it goes on, but it's still incredibly effective. Enough to make me sweat.
Well, especially if they're running any sort of thefts on top of it.
Yeah.
So damage-based thefts plus that, I mean, it's basically double dipping, essentially.
Yeah. And it really does drain me fast. Like I say, my healer mana and energy pools. Where's the button now?
Well, like you said, it's a percentage, so.
Yeah. Yeah, so I got 15k energy and 25k mana, which is like, it's enough. I get through the matches just fine with an arc CD as well. But that is sub 1 minute if someone's got that hammer. And I am out of everything.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what class are you?
Arcanist.
I tested it before I re-rolled out of my Gatherer Dot, and I was 35,000 energy and 25,000 mana. And Tommy, just as a tank with a single hammer, with me casting, I was completely bone dry in 1 minute.
Yeah.
So, you know, you get someone that hits fast and hard, kind of like if Tiv actually did something, he'd probably have a good staff caster without an impervious aura empty within like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
yeah.
like, it's definitely changed some things, but in a lot of cases, nothing's changed at all, because I think the idea of this weapon was to possibly change the scope of the healing, taunting, death casting tank, which it won't, because I haven't seen any of those tanks not using the Wyvern Claw, which protects them from any thefts. So as long as they use that weapon, they will always be fine and able to do what they're doing.
Oh, that makes sense.
So it doesn't change that aspect. The only thing that it kind of changes is a staff caster. If you want a death cast, then you're going to have to make sure you have like a few impervious auras in, so that you can cycle through them, because the aura lasts for 10 seconds. The ones that it really hurt was the double cast. You can't afford to run auras, so you're running straight
Right.
gems, and if you're the one taking the hits, you're gonna go empty really fast.
Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't even notice on that Wyvern Claw, right? Weapons grade ADHD. I just pulled it up in the BOM. Yeah, I didn't even know that gave you imperv.
Oh yeah,
I just saw
it's a beautiful weapon.
What is it? The bonus to heal gems, and yeah, that was like all I read. That was the only bit.
Yeah,
that's what I need. Like, no, I don't. I'm
So,
an
I mean,
arcanist, you idiot.
I believe Wrath uses it, but I think sometimes he swaps out of it. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know Tommy uses it.
Yeah, I thought they were just doing it for the heals. That's smart.
Well, swaps are very important. They could make or break a match, honestly.
Well,
So-
Not only the swaps themselves, knowing when to use the swaps is actually probably more pivotal than anything else.
Yeah,
The timing of it.
that's what I'm trying to get my head
yeah.
around now with the like the swapping between. Well, I swap between a few, but right now the mask and the shielding are the two that I favour. I just tend to find myself going to them more often, but I need more gear. Is what I've done. I've kind of locked myself into two very specific sets, whereas Wrath has apparently everything on command. But I'm
Almost
starting to
everything.
learn now. It's like
He doesn't
something
have
with
an
the
easy
chippy.
button.
I've got a chippy in my swap slot now, not just for eating trophies, but when I do come up against some pesky regeners, the difference that pet makes is insane. And it's like I'm learning these things now, and it is coming together. So one day I will be boxing with you. Right now, that ain't it. But
Dude, there was a time I lost every match, and I had the most losses in the arena. It's just I was level 85. I did my pillies. It just takes time, dedication.
I'll get there. I'll play stupid. I'm not all that stupid. Kind of retarded.
No, you're
I got that like special kind of retard, right? Where I'll hyperfixate, like I have to get better. So I will. I'll get there. I'll learn by getting my ass kicked by you guys, and then one day, there'll be a very close match.
Yeah, exactly. And
those
one
are
day
the
you'll
fun
win.
ones.
People come and go.
Yeah.
Just don't get discouraged. Like a couple people I don't want to mention.
Honestly, that's never a problem for me. Again, I've got this weird, I don't know if I just like punishment, but I'm a chaser. So with you guys being better than me, I'm chasing you, right? I'm on your tail. I'm coming for what you have. If ever I'm like an undisputed, I'm number one, I completely lose interest. I don't want to hold my title anymore. I'll just let it go. I'm like, you have it. I'm bored now. I've done what I wanted to do, and I will just walk away and do something else. So as long as I've got something to chase, you could beat me a million times, and it just makes me fight harder. But I beat you once, and I'm bored.
Yeah, you lose the eye of the tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like Rocky Balboa. It's true, though, man. It's true. It's fucking true.
Yeah, I love getting my ass kicked. Weirdly enough, like, gives me something to work towards.
I tell you though, them curtains right there, they're top notch.
Only the cool kids have those curtains.
Only the cool kids have these curtains, right? For context, there was an audio test a little earlier on, right? People just thinking, what the hell? And he just asked me to ramble. So I just talked about how cool my curtains were for like 5 minutes. But you guys watching, you can't have these curtains. These curtains are too cool. These are for me. I'm cool. You're not cool. When you're cool, you can have these curtains.
You hear that, chat? No curtains for you. And they'll be on available to buy on our website for merchandise as soon as possible.
My curtains.
Just
You're gonna
yours.
sell my stuff on your merch store.
Just yours.
Just your stuff.
Okay, cool. I don't have much. Everything I've got fits on this desk. The rest is hers, man.
I
don't
hear.
have much.
I don't know why my wife has like fucking 50 pairs of shoes that she don't wear, and the closet's full. It's like I got one.
Don't even get me started.
Do you have any predictions on who's going to take this season?
Ooh. So this is a very, very like novice perspective, right? Because I'm still learning, even though I'm hanging on in there, I'm still learning. But the person that I've faced that just intimidates me more than anybody else is Wrath. Just because it's like, even though, like, I mean, I'm actually yet to win a match against yourself, Browser Game God. That hasn't happened. And I have won a match against Wrath. But Wrath is like a damn raid boss. Just this impassable mountain. And my uneducated mind can't fathom how anyone would beat him reliably. Because I just don't have that knowledge yet, right? Well, so to me, Wrath is who I think will take it.
He's a great player, but he is beatable depending on who he's with. I mean, his goal is to keep his teammates alive, to hit hard in bonuses. Like earlier, Arrow Song did beat him because we killed his 2 people. But yeah. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Wrath. Not saying Arrow Song's better than him, and I do the same thing with Arrow Song. I'm keeping my 2 Anons alive so they can hit at 10K at 330. And
it just comes down to the composition of the team, or i.e., like it took everything that my weakened character, and then Eric had Browser. You were actually in voice chat with us when this match was taking place, and it took everything we had, and we were in voice chat, so we're like, hey, drop the taunt. Well, I got taunts up. Leave the biff up. We were constantly communicating, and we still barely pulled off a win.
This is what I'm saying. He's a raid
That's how
boss.
strong he is.
And he just made a point on chat. Raph said there's a very large difference between the season and the tourney for Anon. I agree. I mean, because the season, you just want points. Excuse me. And then, I mean, obviously, you're not going to be, during the tournament, you're not going to be hooked up with 2 Anons. You're going to be hooked up with someone who's dishing out damage or another tank.
Yeah. Like you said, if he gets unlucky, like, I mean, heaven forbid for everybody else that you and him get paired together, right? That's bad news for anyone else, I think. But I think like just standalone 1v1 Wrath just frightens me. So I've got this, like, I've put him on a pedestal. Whether he deserves the pedestal or not, I don't know. I'm a novice. But in my mind, he's on this pedestal, and it's like he's the one to beat. He's going to be the last hurdle that I have to overcome. So
for the most part, yeah, I agree with you there, because I've gone 1v1 so far in this fresh reroll with some of the other tanks, and I can beat them. Obviously, it gets, as bonus goes deeper, I've got that werewolf dice in my back pocket. But going into Wrath, when you click that little thing and it says inspect, the difference between beating him and beating someone else, especially as a melee, is he runs agility. He has agility swaps. The other tanks do not. They all stack CNT. So then when you get someone like me, or another werewolf like Brooke, or even Belly, if he decides to use his 2-hand, at that 330 mark, they insta-die because they don't have enough hit points to take that hit. Whereas Wrath has that chance with that high agility. Oh, look, he just parried my attack, and now I'm the one that dies. Like, there's a big difference in his gameplay and every other tank out there. Every other tank out there is trying to be a Wrath, but can't do it because they don't understand why he uses points where he puts them and how he uses them. You know, he's very different. He knows the game, and like he said in chat over there, is like he lost a lot before he started winning. Like there's a lot to be learned from losing.
Oh yeah, the experience shows on him for sure. Like other tanks, like someone who I admire, and I'm in a clan with him as well. Strange fellow, he's doing really well this season as well. And it's like I've got the hang of beating him now. I know to put the chippy on. I know to switch to the mask staff. I know what to do versus him. So he's a wall made out of brick. He feels solid, but when you know what tool to use, you can chip him down. I bring out my sledgehammer. I'm going to knock that wall down. The brick will crumble. With Raph, I feel like I'm fighting Majin Buu, right? He's just taking them punches and molding around my fist. And I'm just getting stuck and sticky. And I can't move. And I'm just suffocated because everything I do, he just molds around it. While turning my friends into chocolate.
Nice DBZ reference there.
Insane.
S'mores.
Yeah.
No, I really enjoy doing this NodCast, man. I like, especially having a new player, or not new player, a new face on. Another pixelated face to real. I didn't know if you would come on. I asked random people all the time, and you're like, cool. And I was like, great.
I couldn't believe it when you asked me. I was like, why me? I'm like, nobody. Do you know what I mean? I'm the friendly neighborhood idiot.
Yeah, people say that all the time.
I think it's a good thing, you know, getting to know the other players, and they get to know me a little better as well. Whether that's for better or worse, we'll find out, I guess.
Well, I mean, I'm not looking for like, I want to interview everybody. You know what I mean? Like everybody's appreciated. I mean, we don't have a community. You're part of this community, just like Billy is, just like Rip is, just like Slayer is.
Wrath is asking, what's the plan, if there is one, for some alts? Do you have plans for alts?
Yeah, that's a good question. When I've got the time, so I have an alt who is level 85, very low boons, like 15 billion, if that, maybe 12. But level 85, fully upgraded, all the virtues, like ready to go to be fed and re-roll and killed or whatever else. Real life time is what I'm strapped for. Even though I'm a full-time dad and I'm retired, my partner is somewhat disabled. She has a condition where sometimes her body will work and cooperate and sometimes it doesn't. And on those days, I need to be her body. Video games don't even enter my mind on those days. You know, I can walk over to the PC and click Q and then just leave myself AFK. I can spare a second, but every other second of the day, I'm making sure she's got, you know, she's well fed, she's watered, she's entertained. If she wants to go out somewhere, you know, I'll pop her in a chair and we'll go out for a walk, whatever she needs. And so is my youngest daughter. When she was born, there was a complication. She got brain damage. She's okay. She's, you know, bright as a button, but there's some difficulties came with it. So if ever it comes to a point where I can really sit down and commit, yeah, I'll probably have an army of alts because I've got Reaper Niece, I've got Zap You Muchly, which is from years ago, and was the alt to my original tune, Hurt You Muchly, which I unfortunately lost. So yeah, I will make alts, and I'll make them, I forget what they're called now, but there's like a Gold Rush one, and there's a Gatherer one.
Yeah, Gatherer and Larcener.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's it. So I'll make one, the Gold Rush one, the Gatherer one, and I think 3 will be plenty. And then I will just feed them into Badbomba, which will be more focused on combat. That will be then me getting tier 10 everything and really having fun and being a nasty dot caster one day.
The dot casters are already nasty.
Yeah, archers can do vengeful shot now, but it's not very good for us. But there's a skill, I think. No, that's just for DD. Wait, Sadul has archers always been able to do vengeful shot for dots? I don't think so.
No, that's new.
Yeah, that
He
was a recent thing.
Yeah, he added that, but then lowered the percent chance to vengeful shot based on bow delay. So
So we got viewers on YouTube and Twitch. I just want you guys to know that I'm gonna go through and all the past interviews can be found in order in a collection, real simple. And I kind of wanted you guys feedback. We want to stream twice a week. Instead of doing a NodCast interview every other Saturday, we'd like to do a show on Wednesday. So you'd have, every week you'd have a stream. So did you guys have any ideas, chat, anybody, on any content you'd like to see or any ideas? Anything like that? Let us know because we're trying to figure out something.
Wrath has another question. It's probably if you ever go PK, so he can make notes of it. But he'd like to know where your preferred farm spots are.
For the low price of $9.99, I might divulge that information. No, right now, every couple days, I'll just do a lap and see what zones are good. I generally don't farm without good zones. With just the one tune, my rested time it feels about right. But if I'm given a choice, I really like heroic fungi, heroic redwood, because I'm right at a town. So I love being one north or one east and just sit there and chill. It's so easy to eat trophies and stuff, and I can just brain off. But right now, because I was a little bit late to the game for the PvE tempers, I'm limited how far I can go. So
yeah,
today I'm in heroic Dungeon Abyss in the middle of the pit. Is that what that's called? Yeah, Dungeon Abyss, yep. Level 1. And I'm doing heroic in there. And that's borderline. I think if I went a zone higher, I'd have to switch to my heal pouch.
Right.
But right now, where I'm at, that's as far as I can go. Definitely not the boss. That spawned earlier and I had to run away very quickly. But the mobs are okay.
So since you're doing heroic, if you go to your... I can't even remember now. I think it's your social skills. And social skills, and go down to recognition, get that to 100, and you will never get any more surprise heroic bosses.
Is that what that does?
Yes. And in normal, it reduces the amount of a random boss. It doesn't eliminate. In heroic, it eliminates random bosses.
Dino.
Because, go doing heroic and suddenly, oh, look, boss dead. That can happen. Because I was doing heroic one south of Vandal, I believe is Fairy Forest. And, doing all fine. And then, boom. I'm like, oh, what the hell hit me? Yeah, I didn't have it at 100, and a boss spawned on me, and I died.
Ooh.
It was 2 hit.
Yeah, I was lucky to get away earlier. Before the screen even, it fades to black and then comes in, right? Before the screen had even faded in properly, I just heard crunch, and I've got a tiny little bit of my health bar left. I'm like, fuck! Trying to get onto my escape pouch as quick as I can. Yep. But the first escape potion that came up, boom, I was out. I'm like, thank you.
I just been hanging out at Fungi, dude. I like it there.
And that's where I hang out too, for the most part. I found heroic fungi or redwood, depending on the bonus, is a real good spot to get your play versus enemy tempers. They drop pretty decently at a good rate. Because for whatever reason, you would think going a little higher, they would drop more, but they really don't. The kill speed ratio and for the drops just really isn't there. The time goes considerably up when you break 100, and the rewards for the essences just aren't there. Say average tunes killing at say about a minute, maybe a little over for heroic fungi. I'm not sure your times, but you move up any higher, and now you're almost 2 minutes, and you're getting about the same rewards. I mean, you're getting more trophies, but the essences are about the same, not a whole lot different.
Yeah,
So like that's why fungi's pretty good for it, and that's where a lot of people got theirs from.
Yeah, and
that's,
the resourcing is a big deal to me too. Because I hate long battles. I do just less resourcing.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
everybody has their own thing, you know.
I've got a double essence, heroic and temper essence in Dungeon Abyss. That's why I'm here right now, because I know I need more of that stuff. But yeah, like without a double on it, I'd probably just stick to Fungi or Redwood, wait for a good bonus there. I had double hunting there last time, actually, in Redwood.
Yeah, if you, it's not a
that was
bad
nice.
idea to follow the bonuses. It's a little bit. Is it hard? Is it out of the way? Yes, but if you find an active town to gate back to, I mean, if
Yeah.
you're talking 20%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate gating trophies, but the last few days I've had bonus. It's like, I want to just like one step, and eat those trophies, but 20% is hard to give up. Even
Yeah.
even 15, like it's.
I think I got
you-
19 in Airthol right now, so I'm like gating there and
Well, exactly,
retooling
right?
back to
Like,
the dungeon. It's just worth it, especially because my epic skills need work still. I'm not all that far after a reroll, so I definitely need the extra active XP.
Just don't reroll. That's what I do. I'm done. Never again. Never again will I fucking cap an epic skill on browser.
Yeah, I'm thinking this will be, well, hopefully my last time. All my core skills, like static skills, normal skills. I don't know why I'm fumbling over my words now. My normal skills are fine. They're 100. But the epic ones, my highest one is affinity or affinity, however you say that, in Beast Mastery, and that's 85. Yep. So I've still got
HP.
A little ways to go. But yeah, I've got enough boon to do them all with a few billion left over. So if a new epic skill comes out, I'll still have boon for that one as well, right? So I'm like future-proofed a bit. But if the game is still going years and years for now and I run out of boon, I don't know that I want to. I don't know. I don't know what I'd do.
Well, I mean,
I'm
out of boon. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, dude. Because you got to think, when you're out of boon, you're advancing.
Well, there is that, I suppose. Yeah,
you're pushing forward, closing the gap. It's not a bad thing. I know it's nice getting like hundreds of thousands of trophies. It's a shocker when
yeah,
it's like what you know what I mean? Like where'd all my trophies go? Like what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, I'm kind of spoiled by like maxing out per fight, and I'm just completely over encumbered. I'm terrified of like not having boon for an epic skill.
We had a first time.
I would just buy tropes.
First time chat from Real OZ. Real OZ. It's stupid to have 95% of the map empty and all the action happening in Fair, Redwood, and Fungi. Yeah, man, it is kind of weird and dumb, huh?
Well, that's because of it's because of the player versus enemy update that took place 2 years ago or so. When he changed that, like a lot of people that used to farm in Drac and or base out of Drac and farm out of Forced to No Return, like there's very few people that are making it there. Probably 20 tunes could farm there pretty consistently, pretty safely. The rest of them might be able to farm there, kill one mob, have to wait a little while, and so on. Like a lot of stuff changed when that happened. And I don't even think for the better, honestly.
Well, I mean, it's it's right next to town. I mean, a lot of people don't want to do that recall shit, and then you got to find recall potions, and it's just.
Oh yeah,
it's a chore.
Like if he would make a new higher zone, one west, take up some of Fungi area right there, one west of T2. Because that's a dead spot right there. Like you can't go west from T2 out of T2, or give us a new, town somewhere.
Yeah, and I mean, he expects us probably to the farm higher zones, maybe, but not everybody wants long battles. So it's like
That's true too.
I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean,
I like the idea, right? Because I like to play games because I enjoy them, right? And I do role play, even when these little 2D browser games, right? I am my character. I am a wizard, right? As I'm running around, and I love the idea of having to recruit a team to go fight in a really high level zone, right? I kind of like that adventuring with friends scenario. But with a game this grindy and with the way loot splits and stuff like that, like it's got to also be efficient, right? And I don't know, like how high have people even been with the new system and the tempers and stuff?
I think some people are really high on that. We got a couple questions. Yeah, maybe you can answer this one, Sadul. This game requires new mid zones.
So the update, it was about adding player versus enemy tempers, which ultimately would like make your character better so you can farm higher zones. We're only just now getting to places that we were already exceeding prior to this update, and we're 2 years into it. And that's a shout out to Ash because he has the highest player PVE essences, and he just downed, I think not too long ago, a pretty high boss by himself. Well, we've already had that, like he's just now catching up to where we were prior to this update. I do like to touch on what Bomba had just commented about going in groups. That used to be one of my favorite things, duo with somebody and we'd just go farm someplace high. The rewards were pretty decent because we were killing it twice as fast. We can't do that anymore. So for me, I'm like top 5 for player versus essences. I can't take you along and go kill the same mob that I can solo as efficiently because of the weak link penalty.
Right.
So
right.
he's kind of he screwed that up in a sense because sure, he wants us to push and go get those rewards. He wants us to go kill Haunt Boss, but he's basically making it so that anyone that's higher than anybody else is essentially screwed and you're stuck with someone close to your same caliber.
Yeah.
And Wrath also brings up, the point that farming higher zones isn't even worth it because the time spent to kill them. Like I went to Andal the other day and farmed Fairy Forest for a couple kills. Werewolf farms really slow, but it's very safe. It took me 4 minutes to kill a mob that it was taking me 2 minutes before on a different build, different class. Okay. Those 4 minutes, I was over encumbered. I had to dump some off into storage to be able to go back to town to eat. In the same 4 minutes, I had killed 11 fungi mobs, counted the trophies, and I was more trophies in fungi, obviously more battles. But more battles meant more treasure chests. More battles meant more resource pulls. In that same time, I pulled a nugget. So, like, sure, the advancements and cool, hey, yeah, I killed this mob is cool, but at the same point, it's not even close to being efficient. Yeah. Fungi and redwood, and you can even say Endless Canyon, Pit, maybe Abyss. I haven't really been in Abyss much ever since the PvE update. Those 4 zones, though, probably the most efficient place you're going to farm in the entire game. Unless you're strictly only wanting to trophy farm and you've got a build that can do the 110, 100 to about 114 in, right around 2 minutes, then trophy farming is efficient. Other than that, it's not worth it. It really isn't.
Asonicus says, I had horrible bonuses the other day and was farming Forest of No Return, and it's just not worth it. And I'm not even to where we were before update, which is why I'm not grouping with anyone. So where do you farm Asonicus then? Fungi?
Yeah, I see him. Usually in Redwood or Fungi, depending on which one for him probably has the bonus. Wrath says he farms VD4, MD3 are farmable, but again, you got to gate
Redwood.
trophies.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he says Redwood. I used to gate trophies, but it's just another step. I mean, you get to the point where you're swapping shovels back and forth between your shovels and your money making cows,
Yeah.
and it's just another thing you got to do.
That's a shame, really, because it could be a really cool thing if it was implemented better. Because I found by myself as well, especially this season, right? Because it's solo and on. But it's such a shame that a game that has some of the best character customization like lacks that group play. Like I'm itching for that. Go get my tank friend, go get my healer friend, and I'll bring the damage. You know, I love that old school tank healer DPS. Did anyone play Vanilla WoW?
No, I didn't play WoW, but I played its predecessor, EverQuest.
EverQuest was great.
It's the same concept, you know.
Yeah, but
tank
the
DPS,
same thing, right?
Yep.
So you go get what are they called now? Oh, it's gonna kill me. What was that thing in EverQuest? You could turn the boss around. Do you remember?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh my god, that's gonna kill me. I'm gonna have to ask a buddy of mine. Like a brigand, is it?
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, and they could just straight up, like, as the boss goes to swing, they just spin them 180 and it just miss and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
exactly. Yeah, it's the brigand. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. God, that's going back some years. But yeah, that kind of, I miss that. And it doesn't exist anymore. And I think it could be so good here if it was implemented well.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much just farm where you want to farm. Wherever you're comfortable, because it's all about being comfortable playing this game. So if you're comfortable, you know, recalling and stuff, then you should do that. And if you're not, you shouldn't.
It's a pain in the ass, but if you got good zones like I do currently, then I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
For me, anyway.
I mean, I farmed in, what is it, North Dread Mountain, where the fuck it's called? The Ridge Mountains for like a good year. I just stayed in the mountains the whole time. And
yeah.
It was okay. But there, you know, it depends what you want to do, if you want a resource or not.
Well, it's like Wrath just brought up. The most important thing is to use the RRT and not just let it go to waste.
Yeah.
You know, you're still getting progress out of it. And like, I'm in a pretty more recent of a fresh reroll than yourself. And my go-to zones is usually Fungi, just because I like the split and I need to work on, you know, both sets of skills.
Yeah.
But today and tomorrow I'm going to be in Redwood because it's double foraging. It doesn't make sense. I'm a forager, so, or, you know, like that's berries is my go-to thing, so it wouldn't make sense not to use it.
Yeah.
So
I like them
other than that,
frogs.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, like, other than that, like, I checked my zones when I was out doing my task boss, and I had crap. So far it is. I just sit there, one west, go eat trophy, you know, go kill, come back, eat trophies. Oof.
I don't get it.
Oh, poor Wrath. 19%
to...
negative active for the weekend. That sucks.
Ooh.
Yeah, he still won't go anywhere.
I did that. What was it? A few years ago, before I had quit. I was working on. I think it might have been Affinte. I was like 99 going to 100, and FAR was minus 16% on the trophies. And I'm like, I'm not gating trophies, and I'm staying here. So that's all I did.
Just
so
defiant.
Oh yeah, the trophies per stack of 110 was something stupid like 4.4k or something like that. It was dumb, but I'm like, I'm not gating trophies.
Yeah.
It really comes down to personal preference. If it was a negative 20, I'd probably consider it, but I probably wouldn't.
I quite like mixing it up as well. I don't know if that's just because I'm like mega ADHD, but if I'm just like looking at the same mob over and over and over, I'll get pissed off. Sometimes, like if I'm in Redwood, I like to just go to Fungi just for a change of pace, just for like a different thing on the screen, right? It just makes me feel better.
Well, what is it? I've been farming like 4 or 5 days straight in a row on fungi mobs. Today, I've been trying to make sure that I go west and not east.
Yeah.
For Redwood. Every once in a while, I'll look up. I'm like, huh? Why did those aren't the right trophies? Oops. You just get stuck in like zombie mode.
Hey, Sonica says the true key to good farming is not watching the screen. To be honest, yeah, I don't like watching it either. There's nothing to see. You know what I mean?
Oh
I don't
God, I
even
think my
listen to it.
autism is going to show now. The reason I play Dotcaster is I love watching the damage ramp up. Genuine. I don't know what it is, man, but dopamine just fires through my brain when those numbers ramp up. I'm like, oh, here it comes, here it comes. It's gone from 800 to 1,000. Oh, and I just get so excited by it. I'm kind of gutted when I get a rupture. I'm like, you ruined it. I wanted to see how
that is kind of fun.
But yeah, I do like that, I must admit. I'm easily amused.
So we're an hour into it. Let's take a break. Let's take a 3-minute break so everybody can, gather themselves, and we'll get back to the conversation. Before we take that little break, our sponsorship this week is Watcher of Realms. It's a PC game. If you go to my channel, Browser Game God at Twitch, go to the About section, and you hit the link to that to download it on your PC. It helps the stream. It helps everybody. But that's the plug for today. And we're gonna take a small break here and come back and talk some more Nod. You know what I mean? So.
NodCast whispers through the static air. Glitchless dreams in a pixel square. Wrath is calling from the neon light. Princess dances in the dead of night. Electric shadows on the broken wall. Silent echoes in an empty hall. No cast hums a forgotten tune. Glitchless under shattered moon. Press in time. Press in time. Badger, you roam, princess waits, but she's all alone. The signal fades, the screen goes black. Button keeps spinning, never look back. Static kisses on the radio wave. Glitchless hearts too brave to save. Wrath is gone in a flash of green. Princess lost in a digital dream. The wires hum, the circuits cry. No cast sides, the last goodbye. The code unravels, the lights go dim. But we're still singing our broken hymns. Where do you roam? Princess waits at
We're back. Sorry for the delay, but we are here and we're back and we're here. How was your break, guys?
I made more coffee.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh man, so does chat have any ideas for a Wednesday stream? Is there anything you guys want to see or anything like that? Like maybe like boss fights or something else? The thing is, we've interviewed a lot of people so far, and there's going to come a time where we're either going to have to do repeats or we're going to run out of viewers or run out of guests. Beat the Haunt. That'd be a good stream. What do you say?
Where is the horn?
Your mic's
Oh,
off,
oh.
Sadul.
Beating the Haunt would be a good thing, but I mean, that's not going to happen overnight.
Finding Dino. No, it's not going to happen overnight. Well, we had discussed about doing bosses, but our essences aren't really quite there, especially on Arrow Song. But we will consider that. Maybe we'll amp it up a little bit. It's hard to find stuff to do. The interviews are good.
You say Ash is the Essence leader right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
I think so.
does he disclose like what that is in percentage bonus, or is there like a board for that?
There is top lists, and then it will be like the bottom right-hand corner. It will say top PvE essence or something like that. He's like, the last I looked at, he was like 1,700 plus.
Oh, total.
That's a lot.
Yeah, total. Yeah. Whereas I'm at almost 1,200, and that's broken up pretty evenly. So I'm almost 400 on each.
Jeez.
I'm 400%
I've got
on.
so far to go. My mouse was going to break before I find me. Oh, there I am. Oh my god.
Oh, sorry, my wife keeps on texting me. I'm sorry, guys.
Tardy Explorer says a stream called Finding Dino, and Wrath is like, that's not a bad idea. That's Slayer's alt that likes to keep going PK.
He got me on Pilg.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. That sly dog. I called him a fiend. We had a good back and forth about it, and he was nice enough to give me my nugs back, which he didn't have to do. I told him, like, it's part of the game. You earned them, you know? But he was like, no, I insist. Like, here's your money back. So, you know, all's well that ends well. But yeah, I couldn't believe it when I see the red flash appear on my square, and before he even started combat, I just went, you fiend. And he killed me off Pill. I was like, he obviously went there on purpose.
Oh yeah, he went for the easy kills, and I was a PK once too, but it's like I tried not to hit anyone on Pilgrim, and no one that wasn't at least 85. Yeah. So I tried to keep it fair. I mean, I did kill Balaric once, and that made Civil like erupt in laughter, and it was well worth it. It was funny. And then, you know, he kind of got on there. He's like, what are my chances of killing a PK? And, you know, he just silly questions, but it was funny. It was worth it.
Wi-Fi got spared by Dino. I didn't.
They did good last season.
Yeah. So Ash says his are pretty evenly spread, about 600 on everything.
Wow.
Yeah, he's doing an excellent job. He's a great player.
Yeah, we had a crazy match recently. It like really came down to the wire, on a little bit of a grudge match too, because his rival was there. Yeah, and that came down to like the last few seconds of arena. There was an angel res. Oh man, that was probably my favorite match of this season so far. Was the Anon unfortunately didn't make it very far. But yeah, me and Ash kind of shoulder to shoulder against those three and ended up taking the win. That was a fucking awesome match. I really
Nice.
enjoyed that.
Agreed.
Who was it against, Chris, or was it against M?
The Slayer is
Oh, Slayer.
the
Okay.
clown with the bow, right?
Yeah.
Not calling him a clown. I don't want drama. The picture is a clown.
Well, he
with
is
the
a
bow.
clown, but that's fine.
No comment. I don't get involved in that. Nope. Anyway.
Well, I didn't know he was a clown.
Yeah, the picture is anyway. He was
Yeah.
making
Yeah, we're
me
talking
die.
about his avatar, of course.
Yeah. Well, I was. I want to make that clear, but it did make me laugh as well. Again, no beef because I know Ash is in the chat, right? But something just killed me when Slayer copied Ash's picture with the binky. There was just
funny.
like, if he'd done that to me, I would hit the fucking roof. Right, so it just really did make me laugh. I mean, objectively, come on, Ash, you gotta see the funny side. That was funny, at least to me. That's my sense of humor.
I don't know.
I was like, if he'd done that to me, I would be so savagely angry.
It's
funny.
definitely a hardcore season. It's really going to come down to who's in the top 15. How many tanks are there going to be? It's just really going to matter.
I think there's a few already, right? So we got Wrath, Tommy, Master Pet Fly, Belly, Strange Fellow. Did you say Arrow Song was a tank?
Yeah.
Arrow.
So it's kind of like it's not as many
there's
as
a lot.
last season, but there's quite a few. It's going to be interesting to see. Was a very good fight. Was versus M and Slayer. Oh, I think he's talking about the match you guys are just discussing.
Oh, it was so intense. And I love it as well, right? Because, M's very strong.
Yeah.
And as I said, I've got a lot of admiration for M because since I've come back, any crafting I need, she's like, just donate RP. Just donate RP. She will not take payment. If she's in the middle of something, she's like, oh, I'll gate and come help you out. She has been brilliant. But at the same time, like I said, I'm a chaser. The fact that she's so strong just makes me want to beat her all the more, right? So when I see M's face on the other team, I'm like, this is the time. This is the time that we beat M. So, yeah, that was like
No, she's tough, dude.
So close.
Especially when she was DOT double casting.
Yeah.
Yeah, she went away from that now, though. She's doing some, like, melee BM double cast DD. I don't know what she's doing, but it's kind of effective in some matches, but not at all.
I think, and again, I'm not really in a position to criticize as such because she'd still box me in a 1v1 and win. But her power definitely dipped this season versus last.
Oh yes, yeah. A big difference. Like, the way I'm set up now with my melee build, her old build would have put me down like in a heartbeat. Like, I struggle into dots just because I don't have a high enough CNT to, dot casters, they basically free cast on me. If RNG procs, then I might resist one. Yeah. Whereas she's casting DDs now, I'm running almost 900 CNT so far, and that's still going to go up because I stopped on the skill for now. But I'm noticing, like, DD casters, I'm able to not like completely shut down, but a lot of the ones that are mid-row, and she's doing some sort of weird build, she's still feeling herself around on, but definitely there is a big dip in power.
Yeah, she'll get it figured out. I mean, I trust she will be a real force of nature before much longer. But yeah, when she was DC dot last season, more often than not, when we'd come up against a me and Wi-Fi, it was kind of an achievement to see red health on her or zero cold. If we could just get one of them to red, we'd call it a moral victory. Because more often than not, it's like the match would begin and in seconds, Wi-Fi's been shafted. Like, as a tank.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it was just so dangerous. If she was there, man, like, shafts are just going to go out left and right. Blink and you miss it. So dangerous. Was there a reason she came off that? I know they said they did something to DC
It's
Dot.
because of she didn't like the fact that she made it so that, or Glitch made it so that dots can trigger Vengeful Shot, and the new weapon kind of double cast dot going into that new weapon, you're gonna go pretty quick. So
Yeah.
she just didn't want to mess around with it. I was kind of the same thing. Like, I was already at a disadvantage as a gatherer.
Yeah.
I didn't have the arc CA, so if I went I stayed
Yeah.
So if I got myself in that situation where, I went into one of those guys, which, to be fair, there aren't too many guys using that hammer yet.
No.
we're
Toenail's got
still
one.
Yeah, we're still early.
Brook.
Belly has one. Brook
Belly.
has one.
People
But I mean,
will get one.
Yeah.
they'll get them. So I mean, I didn't want to put myself in a situation where I had to rely on a single gem that drops off a mob to determine whether I would win in a 1v1 situation. So I just said screw it. Did Zerker for about a week, and it was fun. I love Zerker. It's like my second favorite class. But you inspect me, you inspect every other berserker out there, and what do you see? It's the exact same gear. They just have a different
piercer and slasher, right?
Yeah,
The
it's
combo.
all the exact same gear, same armor. The only thing that changed when you inspect everybody is the number beside the gear. So some people wearing tier 5, some people 7s, some 9s, and it's very, very typecast. You are stuck. There's no shield, no staffs, no two hands, no quivers. So now, if you were a crafter and you were crafting like plus 41s and you had a T6 shield, not anymore.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So then I was like, you know what? I've never been werewolf, so I decided to go werewolf. I re-rolled the day before Thanksgiving. So did
it's
that.
a good class. I mean, look at Brooklyn.
Well, it's a balanced class, I'd have to say. Like, it has its spurts of great DPS. Like, I've killed the 96 mob in Fungi in 17 seconds has been my fastest. I'm not going to get any faster than that. But on the flip side, I've also gone a minute 20 to the exact same mob. And nothing's changed except for, the RNG on the dice and stuff like that. Okay. But I'm starting to think there might be something wrong with two-hand piercer and how Dex affects it. That I have no legitimate proof yet. I need to actually start recording my fights again. But with the hit chance that the spear I normally use, it's the Spear of Unstoppable. It has 5% hit chance for everything. So that's already a little bit. I use Assurance Rune. And I also have Piercing Cap. So I get an additional 2%. So 7% extra there. I run over 900 Dex. I should not be missing as much as I do. Especially on, it's only a 95, 96 mob. I don't remember ever missing this much on any other build. So like, even when I was a staff caster and I'd run 50 strength, that's also your hit chance for crushing weapon. And I wouldn't miss this often. So I need to gather more data, record some, 100 fights and kind of compare them all and see the averages on it, and then maybe submit that to Glitch for some more, internal looking. But until I do some data collection myself, I can speculate that I think there is something wrong with it, just because I shouldn't ever, with that much Dex and a fair bit of hit chance, ever miss a 5-hit volley. Whereas like a two-hand weapon can proc a double, and on that second hit of the double, it could proc a quad. So you're going to hit for 5 times.
Yeah.
There's no way with that much hit chance and that much Dex, I'm going to miss all 5 of those, and it's happened quite a bit. So that's why I need to start recording, gather data, and submit that. But
I got a question for chat. How many of you guys would watch a Final Fantasy stream on Wednesdays? Just curious. Just let me know in chat. And like I said, we're really trying to figure this out. So any feedback would be nice. Stu and I were talking all morning about it.
if you could cover them for work.
Sure. Asonica says that's just black mobs though. With 1K CNC caster can get resisted 5 times in a row.
Well,
Could.
yeah, I mean, I do get the caster thing with the CNC, and I mean that was happening too with me. I even had the specific dot staff, and it would still happen. But
that crazes me to no end. If
well,
I'm like
yeah.
checking zones and I walk through North Lake and that stupid water spider just goes resist, resist, I think, do you have any idea who you're messing with? Who do you think you are? It does. I get really offended by it, but you know, it's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes.
And then Rillo's Zenu says, you know, 2-hand slashers suck even more. Oh, I agree. Like there needs to be some better trade-off for 2-hand slashers, because I mean, crushers you can dump all strength because that's your hit chance and damage. Dex for piercers because you know that's hit chance and damage. But slashers you're kind of screwed. You know, you have strength as your damage, dex is your hit chance, and I mean you're gonna miss quite a bit. But I was almost thinking of running a 2-hand slasher just for testing purposes for the most part and see how it goes on a werewolf, since it's a ×3 dice instead of ×2. And that way there, I could see that bringing the farming at least a little more consistent, just because, you know, you're going to get that 15% chance to get the ×3 dice. And depending on where you are on slice and dice skill at that point, you know, say it's 100, you're going to get like a 11% or something like that to get the ×2. So, I mean, probably get a little more consistency out of it. Whereas the piercer, you're getting quad, but you're only getting the ×4, or you're getting the ×4, but you're only getting that 15%. You're getting no extra bleeds. So, I mean, if you could make it work, who knows?
My wife won't leave me alone. What the fuck, man? I don't know.
Well, are you in trouble or what's going on?
No, she's like, she's showing me like pictures, like, should I buy this? Should I buy that? Should I get this for Christmas? Should I show you that? I'm like, just buy whatever you want. I don't care. Like, just leave me alone. Yeah.
But you just got enough. You just got another text message though.
Yeah, I know.
It, right, and just be like, I don't like that one. Actually, do you know what? Go find me one, and then just describe something that does not exist, and let her go on the wildest adventure, and then you get like 10 minutes apiece.
Oh my god.
And real, hit me up in the game on Nod, and you know, let me know your game character, and then you know we can discuss and see where to go. Because I'm actually the weapon I would choose to actually do the testing on to actually give me a bit more of a boost is the Sword of Curse Blood, because it's got that 8% damage aura, kind of like the Fate Arrow and the Hellram sleeves. So that would be the one I'm gonna try to test on.
All right, I'm gonna tell her to go find a weird stuffed animal. I already got him a bunch of stuff for Christmas. I don't know.
I'm terrible when it comes to Christmas. I'm as surprised as what the kids get as they are. I'm one of those dads. I've got the bag for the wrapping paper. I'm that as well. For the paper in the bag. Shotgun in the other hand.
So those that might be listening on, you know, YouTube or whatnot and can't see some of the chats, here's another, not so much question, but some answers to what we were just talking about, like hit chance. Ash is saying that the mobs run mob to mob. They're never the same. Some of them have, within reason, a few more hit points than the others. But if you, I guess this really does make sense. Like some of them run different runes. So from mob to mob, it's never exactly the same. So you could run into one that has high CNT and resist runes. So on a staff caster, you could just run into a brick wall and resist.
No way.
Where I'm finding sometimes I get into a spot where the minute 21s is I can't land a damn hit. And when I do hit one, though, it is a big dice. But at the same point, like, no, that makes sense. They could be running you know, high agility and then high dex and then running both those runes. So that does make sense. Thanks for the clarification.
I didn't know that.
And
I
then
thought a
so
mob was
that
just a
makes
mob.
sense too, where sometimes like you run into like a super mob and you can't do anything, and those super mobs can basically happen in heroic too. So you could do 100 heroic fights and be just fine. You go AFK that one fight, come back and you died, and you're like, what the hell happened? You ran into one that's hitting like a truck the whole time. So no,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
And
I
Rast
did
has
not
another
know that.
victory for farming lower zones. Only
Yeah,
at
exactly.
negative 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. I just learned something new. I thought mobs were just mobs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they just didn't change. It's just, I'll just put it down to RNG. But no, that makes sense.
So like he just added on to what I said too, like with the super mobs, he's like, yeah, sometimes they're running pain, quick steel, crit, strength, and dex. So
Ooh,
like,
yeah.
and that's the thing. Or like if you start fighting like higher end mobs or getting into the bosses, you'll notice that they double cast. They will. I remember the 125 specifically. It's almost like it double attacks. It attacks a lot faster than some of the boss prior.
Oh, then you
like,
got that
sometimes
bleed build too.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like it's good info.
I'm just reading civil chat.
So then no, yeah, there's actually no data to be had because it's not like it happens every single fight. Because there's some fights, like I said, 17 seconds. Sometimes it's a minute 20.
Yeah.
So, and that's where the combo build comes into play too. Because I mean, that's a lot of hit chance to be given.
Yeah, I find like BP, he's like a really high tier combo user. I don't think he's a Zerk though, is he? He's something else.
No,
but
no.
BP
If
just doesn't seem to miss.
no, if BP was a Zerker, heaven help us all, honestly,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
his tiers and Zerker just gets flat percent, 33% min and max damage and mitigation penetration. So I mean, like, hands down, he would be up in the like top 10, like no problem as a berserker. Because a lot of people like, oh, maybe not, just because he would lose the Weir Cougar vamp. I'm sorry, a flat 33% min and max DPS, that more than makes up your 18% vamp, because damage is vamp.
Yeah.
Well, Vamp, I mean, especially towards the end of the match when you're hitting like fucking 30,000, that's a big deal.
Yeah, but I mean, if he's already hitting 30,000 as a Weir Cougar, give another 33% on the top end on that. He doesn't need to vamp because he just killed you.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like,
He's dangerous enough.
exactly. But no, he would do really well, extremely well actually, as a Zerker. But at this point, he's what, 136 into slice and dice. I don't see him re-rolling. That's
Yeah.
the thing. So, if he got that to 140 and Glitch made it so that you could pay TCs to make an epic skill, then turn legendary one time and it stays that way for a reroll, then yeah, I could see him possibly re-rolling into Zerker if he got to keep that and it stayed at 140.
Yeah.
But I don't ever see that happening. So
Well, it depends, you know. I'm just glad Glitch doesn't come out with new weapons all the time. That'd be a disaster.
it would be. Well. Anyway, yeah, we never asked him. So, what do you think of the new DD gems?
What do I think of them?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm a nerd, right? So I love them just because I think they're cool. Like having that extra effect. It's right. I want to be careful because I'm going to have some like really idiotic takes, but I'm more of a role player than I am like a meta player, if that makes sense. So I'd like the idea of like an anti-healer DD set. Right. So it's like the Noir spoil that gives the lower healing, I think, or is that just the BMs? Not 100% sure.
No. There's a new DD that lowers the healing effect of gems for healers.
Okay, yeah. So, like, if you could make a pouch like that, and then the other one that takes off like 1% of their hot healing, and fill a pouch with anti-healer, so you've got like a pouch for anti that guy. I think that would be cool as hell. So I think they are cool, but I don't like that. There's like you got to wait to pull one.
Yeah.
Right?
So
It's like you're waiting for it to come round, and you can't really control when that's going to happen, if that's going to happen. So that's my 50-50. I love the idea, but I don't like relying on RNG too much. I like some idea of what's going to happen.
Yeah. Whereas I kind of agree with you on that. That's why I never really played Archer for the big hits, and this has been a bit of an uncomfortable experience for me going into Werewolf, where it is all RNG. Like, you know, the hits are nice, the crits I consistently crit, but kind of without those ×4 dices, like it's like, okay, waiting for the mob, you know, go make a coffee, come back, enjoy a smoke, go take a poop, and come back. Oh, look, I'm still fighting the same mob.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. So,
yeah, I do think they're cool, though. I like anything like that, like wizardy, right? I like getting into that role play. It makes things a bit more diverse, but I do wish that you could fill a pouch with them, even if they added like, or Glitch added some crappy shopboard versions of them.
well, maybe not
You know,
even,
like you could
maybe not.
pad it out.
I see where you're going with that, but maybe not even so much as a shop store version of them, but maybe make an epic line of those.
Yeah.
You know, so that it still takes some work to get to them, but you know, can still do some damage with it.
Sorry about that, guys. I am listening.
Yeah, I
You know
love
how
the
it is.
Wrath brings up thing. If just werewolf raw damage, the Ranseer is still best for PvE. It's either that one. Pardon me, for like max damage. It's either that one, the one you sold me, the Providence, or I think the Fang. It's one of those three. I specifically chose the Unstoppable just so that I didn't really need to have any anti-CC gems on my PvE pouch, so I can just run whatever I want at that point, because that 36% proc's pretty good for that specific reason. But other than that, if for just the raw damage, yes, the Ranseer is probably the best one.
Yeah, that's a good one. And what's that? The pole armor purity is good to have. It goes back to swaps. I mean, what do you need? Who you fighting?
Well, exactly. Like, when I can and actually really start trying to like anti-caster and dot included, pole armor purity is going to be the one that will be on my.
That's what's his name?
Because if I'm being dotted and I can kind of sustain pretty close to max hit points, and then I hit and vamp, it's going to cleanse some of that. Plus, it's got the cleanse built right into it if it procs. So I mean, it's really good. I mean, Brooke proved that already.
Yeah, he's such a good player. I wish he was able to make it today. He's been around a long time, but I think he had like a business meeting or something like that.
Yep, which was great for us too, because Badbomba, instead of being on the 20th, was able to make room for us today as well. So yeah, all is good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
really
caught me
appreciate
just at the
you.
right time for that, actually.
Right?
You guys messaged, and I was like, yeah, I can do it. I've got nothing going on today. And no more than a few minutes later, someone was like, can I borrow you this evening? I was like, no, you shit out loud. And it's to help
Nice.
them unpack stuff. They just moved as well. And I really didn't want to do it.
Oh,
So
cool.
I was
So
like,
we
no, I've
saved
got
you.
other engagements, man. I can't make it. Unpack your own shit.
Well,
Right?
there's always something to do. It
Uh,
seems.
so Ash was saying, so one does hots and the other one does cures. Nothing reduces the heal as far as those DDs go.
Right, okay, I'm just gonna pull them up so I can like read it and understand it while I've got big brains in the room.
BP. Yeah, BP is something. I wish he'd come on the show.
Do you
But
know,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say like a little thing. I can remember when BP actually started the game, right? And it blows my mind because this is when I had my original tune, "Hurt You Muchly," which is the one that got hacked and lost. Right, it's still around. You can inspect it; it's still there. But back then, he started the game, and we played with mutual friends and stuff. And BP would run along and be like, "How do I do this? How do I do that?" And I'm like, "Oh, there's these blue potions you can find in a town." And we're literally like teaching him the basics of how to use trophies and stuff. I disappeared for a couple years, came back, and BP's like, "No, that's not how you play the game. This is how you play the game." And he was a monster. And I was like, "What happened?
Mm-hmm.
You was like a little nub when I left. What happened?" And then he's been teaching me since.
Oh, speaking of guys that I remember starting and whatnot, I remember Wrath, the goofy looking character face that he had. And if I remember right, I think he used to dual wield the red fanged daggers. Can you comment on that, Wrath? But yeah, I
Red
think he,
Fang daggers.
yeah, the ones that I used a little while ago, the Hydra Fangs, the ones with the double attack and
Real Asnu gifted 5
crit damage for
subscriptions to the
DD.
community.
Oh, we got some gifted subs.
Oh, thank you, Real.
Real OZ gifted sub ×5. Thank you. Appreciate the support. Always cool of you. Hype train level 2. Let's see if we get the hype train level 3. We're doing pretty good. We're at 50% with 4 minutes and 23 seconds. I think that.
So Wrath says, yeah, he did that as he did all his pilgrims as a Hydra Fang dual wield as a rogue. He's saying it's nice of you to stream during the EU time. Yeah, that's something we've been doing recently.
We've been thinking about you. We've been thinking about you.
Trying to get someone from like every time zone, but we know like 1700 server time is really late. So when we pick someone from the EU, we're like, hey, this is when our normal time is, but we know it's late for you guys. So give us a time and we'll work around your schedule. That way there, more people from the EU can be on and get to watch the stream as well. Or even in this case with Badbomba, be part of the stream.
Right. And give everybody an opportunity. And you don't need to be a certain level to be on the show. It's a common misconception.
Yeah, I recently reached out to a husband and wife couple that just started the game, I think last week. They're both paid players now. They're like level 11 and 12. I'm waiting for them to get back to me. And basically just kind of want to maybe interview them or new players just to see what their perspective of the game is coming in. And some of them just sit in arena and watch, or in the stands and watch monsters like Wrath go at it with other tunes, and they're watching and they could be like, hey, I want to do that one day. But just it'd be nice to interview more than just the big name players. And Bomba, yeah, you're getting up there, so don't sell yourself short.
No, don't. You're really good, dude.
I'm on the way up. I'm like an ankle biter right now. Right? It's like just
like-
an annoyance, but a couple
and
more
for the
years,
record-
it's going to be like a kneecap kicker, and then a couple years after that, I might be socking you in the face. Who
Right,
knows?
but like a few years ago, yeah, I could be in that conversation. Like now, I'm not. I'm not a top player. I can get close, but I'm not going to do anything important or anything. Like, sure, yeah, last season I was in 8th. That was mostly belly. Like I had a role, and that was to stay alive, to do some DPS, and basically cleanse him of dot, because he would never cleanse because it's belly. So other than that, like, he could have brought a chimpanzee with him and told him, hey, do the same thing that guy was doing, and we're going to make top 10. So, I got carried to where we were. I don't belong in there. This character is so far from being a top player for reasons, because I'm stupid sometimes. And hey, Glitch, can you delete my characters after I give all my shit away? So I'm in the same boat as you are, working my way back up.
There, I put chat on the screen, guys, so you guys can see.
Yeah, that would be good too. We could always go and get Abel on. There's no reason why Abel isn't on there. There's this character, Abletronics, and he has a follower. He has his own little posse. It's named Abel LOL, and that dude is always cheering for Abel. He's like, he holds up a poster. He's like, Abel for president.
Abel for president. No, yeah. So I put chat on. I think you can see it on Twitch now. I don't know if you could see it before, so you guys can that's Raph's idea. I think you could see it. You should be able to interview Abel, the OG 85 tank.
And Ash, what music did I not send you? I'm confused.
Yeah, what music do you want?
I'm not sure what he's referring to.
The intro? What about it?
Yeah, yeah.
Hype chest. We got a hype chest here. We got to open it.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, we got
Oh,
something.
the intro song. Yeah. Can you send me the intro song or send it to Ash in Discord PM?
We just unlocked a new emote, chat.
Nice.
Hype chest on the way. Appreciate it. We got all kinds of stuff going on. Reaching all kinds of milestones.
He's gonna troll you regardless.
I
mean,
some cool emotes. Damn straight, he said. For real. And the whole wide world knows it now, dude.
I think the
whole wide
meta is
world.
just going to end up being whatever Ash is doing for that season. So last season meta was trick shot. This season it's dot. Next season it's going to be vampire. He can pick a non-LG class. I mean, he's still a failed player versus player person.
I mean,
Yep. I mean, why change that now? He was branded that title. Yep.
I think Ash could be better, you know. You know what I mean?
Nah, last season Ash is the one that won that season. He carried Wrath this time.
He did. Raph didn't do shit.
Oh.
I love you, Raph. I'm just messing.
What are you working on on crafting, Bomba? Anything specifically, or do you craft anything specifically?
At the moment, no, I'm kind of useless, right? I gather I've got hunting and dusting at the moment. But I've just started getting into potion making. that's level 86 now, so I'm getting close to being able to make decent pots, top end pots anyway. So I'm going to start there, get that up, because I think it's an epic skill, isn't it? If you want to do like multiple artistries.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm really not looking forward to that. So right now,
Well,
I'll make potions.
I take that back. If you want to do more than 2, you need the epic one. If you want to do
Oh, is it?
2, there's another skill that you just got. I think it's like craftsmanship or whatever the other
Workmanship.
one
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
There's one in each that you need to get up, and then you can do 2. Then, if you want to go further than that and do all of them, then you need to do the epic version of it so that you can craft everything. So one's like epic
Right.
craftsmanship, and the other one's epic artistry. So it's
Yeah, that's
Tiger Wolf,
where
that
I'm
was a really
confused.
good interview.
yeah, I learned a lot in that one too.
Perry Lewis, thanks for joining. Josh Morrow, big time streamer. Thanks for being here. He has like, I don't know how many thousands and thousands and thousands of followers. He's pretty cool dude. So shout out to him.
And like Wrath says too, like he uses his alts to craft extra stuff. So you really only need, if you're running alts, you really only need 2 crafts per alt. That way there, you can basically get everything.
Oh, of course, yeah. I suppose one day when I get my 3 alts on the go, then I'll just alternate them. But yeah, for now it'll be potions for sure, because there's not always the ones I want available on the market. And then I don't know if I want to go into gems. A lot of people want to buy gems, but they don't want to do the legwork to get the mats for gems. So I'm wondering if there's a little bit of gold to be made by doing the legwork and charging a little over the odds, or I just go and be a stoner. So I can do that as well. But yeah, I'm going to have some crafting skills maxed out eventually.
Well, I mean, it takes time. The crafting skills would be the last to master, unless you're Tiger Wolf. It'd be the first.
Yeah. Well, I always thought that Tiger Wolf was Dennis the Menace.
Oh no, very different.
Okay,
Yeah, he's definitely not. He's definitely not.
No,
Yeah,
I always
Dennis-
had that in my head that Tiger Wolf was an alt of Dennis the Menace, but yeah, I sort of recently found out that that wasn't the case. Is he still around?
No, he left. He left in late 2018-ish, right when the whole tune sharing thing became a big issue, where everyone had to have all your tunes had to have the same email. There was no more tune sharing,
Yeah,
and I believe that was like
Galaxy
tail end of
_ City just
2018 or
followed.
something like that.
Right,
And
gotcha.
he was already slowing down when I forget her full name, but when Murph passed away, it hit him really hard and changed him. So I mean, he
Right.
slowed down playing after that, and then it just became slower and slower and slower. And without those extra, he didn't have time to play all those extra tunes and couldn't just give them away anymore. So he just kind of stopped.
Yeah.
Hey, Walesy, how do you pronounce that city? What's up? Not much. We're just talking Nod. Noditis.com. It's a browser game. First time chat. Check it out. It's a RPG, old school, just like back in the day. How you doing? We got all kinds of people throwing in. Yeah, about 50 people. Yeah, about 50. It's a good game. It's more grind. Yeah, it's pay to play to a point. He even put a cap on it. I mean, but it's a good game, and it's the community is better than the game, honestly. Yeah, I got my co-host, and we're interviewing Badbomba at the bottom of your screen, and we bring pixelized faces to life. That's what we do, and just trying to make it work. It's good to have you all here.
Yeah, it's a small community. I'd say individual players, because a lot of them just don't talk. They just like to do their own thing, maybe play with an alt. there's probably 200 to 250 individualized different actual players. That doesn't really reflect our online list because that also includes alts. But
Right.
for the most part, I mean, there's a lot of different people, and the misconception is there's not that many individual people. But if you look at some of the clans and you start looking at individual names and not looking at their alts, there's actually a lot of people. They just don't talk, so we don't see them. And that's kind of what we're doing here. Just trying to bring, faces to names. And since we are a small community, just trying to learn a little more about an individual.
Yeah, like how much did you know about Badbomba? Like, did you know what he looked like? Did you know where he was from? I'm not even going there. I'm not going there. I'm not getting banned. I'm not getting banned.
You may have presumed some things, and you would have been wrong.
Because of how deep his voice was, I made some presumptions. Not negative presumptions, just some presumptions, and I was proven to be wrong.
Yeah, I'm not that cool, dude.
I just want his fucking curtains,
funny.
man. You're gonna wake up. You know what? You're gonna wake up tomorrow.
Wake up and they're gonna be gone.
They're gonna be gone. You're gonna be gone, man.
You're not taking my curtains.
You're gonna be like, what the? You know what I mean?
Oh, see, hey, you already got a follower, dude. Like,
yeah.
Ash is like, Bomba is now one of my most favorite people in Nod.
You're one of my favorite. You're awesome. No, you.
You're all appreciated. With that, I'm gonna have a smoke break. You guys good to go on for a little bit more? We're chilling. I got my wife off my ass. You know what I mean? So we're good.
Excellent.
So we're
I'm good. Yeah, if you want to take a break or
if you guys are still good, to chat.
Yeah, we're still good.
I got to ask some questions about the polar bears and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was just going to remind you about that.
I fucking hate polar bears. And you know what? Every time I get an epic task, Glitch puts me in the stupid fern groove where there's a polar bear. Every time. He's on.
Mine's always whale hunting. Every other day, whale hunt. For my task.
But yeah, I'll put the music on for you guys. We're just gonna have a few minute break and come back and we'll talk some more fun stuff.
All right.
We'll get to the juicy stuff. All right.
NodCast whispers through the static air. Glitchless dreams in a pixel square. Wrath is calling from the neon light. Princess dances in the dead of night. Electric shadows on the broken wall. Silent echoes in an empty hall. No cast hums a forgotten tune. Glitchless under shattered moon. Kisses on the radio wave. Glitchless hearts too brave to save. Wrath is gone in a flash of green. Princess lost in a digital dream. The wires hum, the circus cry. No cast sighs a last goodbye. The code unravels, the lights go dim, but we're still singing our broken hymn. Elsewhere do you
And we're back. Oh, thanks. So you love the music? Yeah, it's a good song. It's kind of like No Dietis oriented. I recommend all the new people here to check out No Dietis. Check it out, and you know, do all that.
If you're into grindy games, this it's a grind fest. You'll like it,
Yeah, for sure.
and even if you don't, it kind of grows on you.
So again, I just want to do a shout out to Josh Morrow. He's in here. I might be doing some collaborating with him. He's a big time streamer. I don't know if he wants to say hi. Pretty sure he's in here. So he came across this because it's a glitch, but tries to help new people out. Looking at different people that are in the chat. So Badbomba, to the death, a fight to the death. What would you rather fight with no weapons, bare hands? Polar bear or like a big cat, like a mountain lion, tiger, something like that? What would you do?
I don't like either of those, to tell you the truth, either of them. But I mean, polar bear is the largest terrestrial predator on Earth, right? And in there saying that, like, if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lay down. If it's white, kiss your ass goodnight. So I'll take the cat. I'll take a 1 in a billion versus a 1 in a billion, but I feel like I'm boned either way, right? So I'll take the cat and hope to hell some miracle happens. Maybe my BO will kill it. I don't know.
Well, you heard that polar bear story about that ship that was like it broke down in Antarctica and they had to like abandon it and get on an iceberg. Yeah, a couple icebergs away, they seen a polar bear, and all these people were fine. They were waiting for another ship to come. You know what I mean? And the polar bear is 2 ice caps away, and then he goes ploop, and then pops up to the one next to him, and they're like, oh shit, and then like a little while later, ploop, and he pops up on their iceberg and grabs one of these guys, pulls them in the water, brings them back to the last one, and eats them in front of everybody else. True story. And I think he did that 2 or 3 times before help came.
Yeah, you see that right there? No thanks. See, I don't go anywhere where I'm not in my territory, right? Like bear country and stuff like that. I get like, people live there already, but it's like if I'm in bear country, I want anti-bear stuff. I'm not deluded. That thing can and will eat me, and I'm not being bear shit in the woods today. That's not happening.
Or in the water.
No shot. I'm not getting in the water, especially not shark-infested water. Will not catch me dead. No way. That's their territory. You see, but if a shark comes on land and knocks on my doorstep, that's fine. I've got the advantage. That motherfucker can't breathe. I'll just shut the door. Right? He's going to die by tomorrow. That's fine. Bear country, not so much. So, no, I won't go anywhere where there's something that can eat. I have a thought as well, and it sounds grim, but it comes from logic. So my partner wants to get a dog one day. I said, I want a couple of years with no pets at all. We recently downgraded from 127 guinea pigs because my wife bred them for competitions. We're now down to the last 4 because they're getting old and we sold off the rest. Couple years, no pets, then we want to get a dog. Yeah. We're discussing about breeds and she's like, I want to get a Mastiff or I want to get a Rottweiler, which I love those dogs.
They could eat you though.
But it could eat you, and I'm not sure I could stop that from happening. So the rule is, if I can't pick that dog up and swing it around, we can't have it. So it's going to be a small dog. Like, I will not engage with any animal that I don't think I could beat in a fight.
Even, cats go feral after just like a few days of not eating, or they'll actually eat you.
I believe it.
Or what about the lady that had the pet alligator?
I think Darwin Award should go to people like that get eaten.
Did you hear about that? She raised it. She raised it from a baby, right? and it started sleeping like next to her bed, and which was really unusual. And she brought it to the vet, and they said it was sizing her up. No, it wasn't an alligator. It was an anaconda, excuse me, or a snake, a big snake. It was sizing her up to see when it was able to eat her.
Yeah,
Nice.
see, I don't like that. I watched Anaconda when I was a lot younger. When did that come out? It was in the 90s, right?
Remember that?
Yeah, so I was like a kid in the early 90s. I can't remember what year. But anyway, there's a scene in it where this snake spits up the bad guy and he's like half digested, and then he winks and flops over. That scene gave me vorophobia.
I hate snakes, dude.
Yeah, anything like being alive in something's stomach. I have like recurring nightmares. It's such a stupid thing to be scared of because I'm quite large. There's not many things could swallow me alive. But I have this irrational fear of being swallowed alive. So anything like that, I'm like, no, don't have a pet that can eat you. I don't care how tame you think that thing is. Catch it on a bad day.
Yeah.
It will eat you.
And
No way.
You ever like something I seen? I don't know if it's true or not, but like deep in the jungle, there's reports doing like Vietnam that low flying helicopters, they'd see like huge anacondas that could almost come out of the water and take them down. I was like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I don't go anywhere like that. That's why one of the reasons I like the UK. I won't get political, right? One of the advantages of this country is nothing here can eat me. Really, the scariest thing here is other people.
So we have a question from Wrath. What was the inspiration for your avatar?
You know what? It's actually, I wish there was a backstory, but there just isn't. I was going through the process of how to get a custom face. I didn't know if I was going to go to like ChatGPT and get a picture or what, but I was just looking through the catalog that Glitch had, and I saw that grotesque alien Majin Buu looking hellsperm thing, and I just thought it was cool as hell.
I think it's
literally
cool.
that simple. Yeah, I like it because it's ugly and grotesque, and I feel like a wizard that's throwing forsake and disease and poison. I think that just suits that. Do you know what I mean? It looks like that thing would poison you. Yeah, and that's really all it is. I just thought it was neat.
Raph says you can see the resemblance now
between me and my avatar. Oh, thanks. Are you the big-titted one in the back of your picture, or are you the clown in front?
Shots fired, dude.
Other way, you ugly. You leave me alone.
What do you think about that, huh?
Or is it the British teeth? Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
Yeah, you be playing with something else, man.
Oh, he'd be really rich.
Yeah. I just imagine I could take this a lot of different places now.
Well, yeah, he wouldn't be having a Twitch stream. It'd be a much different kind of stream.
No, it'd be like what's that them girls do all the time.
Only?
Yeah. I'm sure, yeah. Wrath has an OnlyFans account.
Oh, that's terrible. What's the handle so that I know how to avoid it?
I'll send you a link.
Excellent.
Perfect. Oh man, yeah. It's I need to get back into the game. I've been kind of like I was gonna take a small break, but I came back shortly after.
Hooks you back in.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but recently my sister had passed away. My sister died, and very recently, and I was like in shell shock, so I'm not sure. I wasn't sure, but after like a few days, you kind of realize that you can't just you got to do something. So
yeah.
I had told Sadul, or asked Sadul to tell everybody I was taking a break, and then I was kind of like all over the place. So, but I wasn't gonna bring that up, but I did. just so you guys know. But
No, that's fair enough, man. I mean, that's a good enough excuse to take a break as any.
yeah, and even work's been good to me. They told me obviously you got the bereavement leave, and they told me to come in when I feel like it. So and sometimes that's kind of good because it keeps your mind off things like this here, talking with you guys. I'm not thinking about something else. So, and it's a bad time of year for this. Thanksgiving was pretty much destroyed. I don't know. We're not.
Yeah.
Figuring how do you tell your 3.5-year-old that is a problem.
Yeah.
So I recommend to everybody that make sure you spend plenty of time with family and stuff like that. Kind of like what you were saying earlier. So you never know.
Yeah. Well, I'm really sorry to hear that happened, buddy. What's like a core memory of you and your sister? Like if you go back to childhood, what's like the funniest thing?
Probably us having little like sword fights at our old house with sticks and stuff like that. Yeah, way back.
Did you go easy on her because she's your sister, or did you just beat her ass? Like,
she was actually older than me, so she kind of beat my ass.
I was like, you got beat up by your sister.
Yeah.
You couldn't waterboard that information out of me at all. All my stories of my sisters, man, I beat their ass every time. Every time. 100% win rate.
But, luckily, we grew up during a time where we had a lot of pictures and videos and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, that's good. It's good.
But,
something to look back on.
I've been just taking it easy. Sometimes I like to spend time with family, and other times I'd rather just be alone. So, I don't know.
Mull shit over, like.
Yeah, normally, we farm in peace, and then, lots of times recently it's been like, hey, you here? And, I like to farm by myself, but I know my buddy's in need. So it's like, yeah, I'm here, let's go to voice chat. And lots of times it's just me there sitting there and letting him talk because, he needs it.
Yeah, I appreciate that too.
I'm here for you, and I'm pretty sure a lot of loyal members in our clan would happily do the same thing if you needed to chat and I'm not there. It's that, and that's our community. Like that's what makes our game a little different than most every other one. Like our community's good. Our owner, creator of the game, is good most of the time, and he he watches our stream, but like how many games can you go to and send in a help ticket and it's the actual owner you're talking to, right? Like,
yeah. I'm glad you brought it up though. To be honest, it's you'll like this story then, right? Related on topic of siblings and that. Me and my sister, one of my older sisters, I'm one of 9, by the way, quite a big family. And she came over. Me and her have fought like cat and dog for 14 years, give or take. And just recently she came over to visit. And I was like, why the hell is she coming here? I wouldn't turn her away. It's not like a hate thing, but it's like a strong dislike. We just don't get along anymore.
Yeah.
But she turned up and we had like a really nice visit. She just wasn't being a bitch, like is the short of it. And we actually really got on, and she shared a picture with me from 10 years ago of us holding each other's children. And we reminisced about old times. And for the first time in over a decade, we actually connected and got along like we used to. And it was like the beginning of a new thing. But I haven't messaged her since. And I think I'm going to.
You should
now.
Man. Because like in our case, we had like a little feud going on. And it was like, I think it was 3 months since I talked to her. And it was over something stupid. And
yeah,
you don't want that.
No.
That made it all as much worse. In the middle of some dumb feud, and then boom, you don't have a chance to talk to that person ever again. So it was pretty disturbing. My parents are completely devastated. I'm their only child now, so it's like It's because it's just weird, and yeah, I recommend spending all of your free time with your family if you can.
Oh yeah, no, you've inspired me. First thing tomorrow, I'm gonna text her, and we have a nickname for each other. Some people don't like the word, right? So we call each other shit, followed by the C word, right?
Yeah.
And that's always been the nickname for each other. So the first thing I'll do in the morning is, all right, so and so, what are you doing today? Let's go out for dinner and yeah, reconnect. I'm gonna do that tomorrow, first thing.
It's a good thing to do. There's weird shit happens, and once something's done, it's done. It's like in stone.
Yeah.
So, but off the gloomy stuff.
Yes.
I don't like gloomy stuff. We got some new people in here from today. I would recommend you guys check out nodietist.com. Make sure you do that. If you haven't played the game, ask chat. They will help you. I will help you. And we actually we have a lot of fun helping like new players. I know Sadul and I help quite a bit, and M, like you were just talking about M, right? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, everyone, to be fair, since I've been back, any questions I've got, or even sometimes it's like unwarranted advice, but it's all good advice, you know. If you want to perform a little better, you have too many of this gem in your pouch right now, or maybe you have too much mana and not enough energy, and all of these things have helped me improve my game so much.
because she actually cares.
Wrath has a
Yeah.
question, and I'm not sure who it's directed to. So my least favorite thing about Nod is Chris. I can't stand Chris. But I'm pretty sure it was directed to you, Bomba. What's your least favorite thing about Nod?
My least favorite thing.
Hmm.
You know what? That's difficult. Ooh, okay.
I'm thinking too.
Can I give like a maybe it's like one of a few things because I don't know if I could pick one. It's a toss up between the beef, like because it's for someone like myself who's trying to remain neutral. I'm only speaking from my position, right? So my experience of me in Nod is navigating the beef in the most diplomatic way I can. I've spoken to Slayer and I get on with Slayer. I've spoken to Ash, I get on with Ash. Of course, they make jabs at each other to me, and I have to sort of duck and weave and, you know, I don't really want to talk about that, but good fight, man. Yeah, so that, I wish people could just drop the beef and play nice, but not always possible. The other thing I don't like is I really enjoy group play. And it's not incentivized other than arena. I really, really do find myself feeling quite lonely, just grinding trophies and stuff like that, you know? So it'll be one of those two things. It'll be the beef between some people, not all people, but between some, and then it would be the loneliness of PvE.
I'm going to have to go with Chris. I wasn't, and then I just read Civil. She's like, I'm getting food delivered, and I don't want to potentially get interrupted, so let's do the beast. And she's the only one that wanted money to be on NodCast. Facts. She wanted someone. She said somebody had to pay her TCs to come on NodCast.
Yeah, Dare paid her 10. Or we all fall into that trap. Dare paid him 10 TCs to come on NodCast.
Did
Bomba's Bomba's thinking, damn it, I could have got paid.
You guys getting paid?
Yeah, man, you're getting straight. Never, I can't say that word. But yeah.
What is your music genre of choice?
And Sonic is Dash.
Damn. I like a lot, man. Do you know what? It depends on mood. I really can't pick one. So since just over a year ago, the gym is like my favorite thing. And when I'm in the gym and I'm lifting heavy circles and the sad is going away, I really like, funnily enough, classical. I really love classical music. It just helps me focus, gets me in my zen. I'm not one of these like I have to get really angry. I have to get focused to lift a weight. But then conversely, if I'm like cooking dinner and doing things that should be zen, then it's like thrash metal, death metal, anything with a lot of right. I love all that. That's fine. I'm doing that. If I'm doing housework, it could be drum and bass, dubstep, any trash really that just sends the dopamine. I don't really have one. Sleep Token's pretty good though. I've been listening to them recently. I think that's like my current flavor, whatever they are. I don't know what you'd call them, to be honest.
You liked cooking though.
Yes.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
Bangers and mash.
Just because it's British.
No, of course not.
I like me some bangers and mash, I do. Some mashed potatoes and some veggies on the side if I'm lucky.
And some Yorkshire pudding.
Some Yorkie puds and all if I'm lucky. Oh, yes, I am. No, I think my favourite thing to cook is... Do you know what? It's not a specific thing. It's like barbecue, a cold barbecue. Summertime, cold drinks, good company, slabs of meat on a grill.
Yeah, man.
Simple. It doesn't have to be complicated.
It doesn't. Even a good cheeseburger is good. I like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And you never squish it. Never squish the burger.
No.
You want that juice in there. You know what I mean?
So Isonicus says, "Oh snap, Bomba, you bang Jim."
You bang Jim. Am I too old for this?
It's something about you said Jim earlier, but not in the same context.
You said you bang the gym. So he's saying.
Does that mean like I go? I do frequent the gym.
No,
am I that old now? Is that
oh
just?
My God, Raph, dude.
He's basically saying you had sex with Jim.
Oh,
I had sex with Jim. Yeah, Jim was a good lad. Yeah. Like a baby I'm holding an apple. If you were curious.
And then Trained Eye Guy says Ash also likes slabs of meat.
I'll bet.
Yep.
Back to the music. Back to the music one though. Asonicus, I do know we used to hang out lots of times in chat, and he'd always be listening to a song by Jerry Halliwell called "Raining Men."
Yeah,
that's his go-to song.
What about that? Like, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Is that what you listen to? You listen to that?
Do I listen to that?
Sadul.
Oh yeah, that one's my number one song.
Is that your ringtone?
No, my ringtone's one from like the early 90s. I'm too sexy.
Oh yeah. I just listen to classic rock, dude. And lately, I don't know. I like the Eagles.
I like the Eagles.
You do too?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys do too? Nice.
Oh yeah, the Eagles are good.
Every song too. Like, it's like all their songs.
It's relatable.
Yeah. I like those guys, and I'm not really into like the new hip hop stuff. I don't know. I know that one song is pretty big right now from that K-pop show. I don't know if you guys
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah, have you seen it?
It's on in the background. My youngest daughter is absolutely obsessed with it.
Yeah, that's right. You got two daughters. That song is actually catchy. It's not a bad movie, man. I watched it. It's not.
I know the song you're on about. They overplay it on the radio all the time.
Up.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it anymore. It's like Frozen. I swear, I hear "Let It Go" come out of anyone's lips immediately. It's like, I want to violently domesticate you. Stop singing that song. I've had enough.
Oh, okay. Ash is big on the hot girl stuff. Train Guy said. Raph said. And Ash said, go F yourself. No, not them Eagles. The other Eagles, the band. The Albatronics. Check them out.
So, what are your thoughts on the World Cup coming to the United States?
The soccer thing.
Football, yeah.
Yeah, I actually don't follow it. I've been to one football game or soccer game in my entire life. And that was last year when I met an old friend of mine. We used to raid together in Final Fantasy 14. And he's from the States. And he was in London for a little while. And he met up and he said, I really want to go to a football game. And I was like, why do you want to see a bunch of sweaty men chase a bag of wind? Like, it's American football's awesome. You see how they smash into each other and stuff? Brutal. Yeah, but ours, I just never really took an interest. Not for me. But I went to a game and the atmosphere in the stadium, I see these people and they're like, yeah! When people score a goal, I'm like, why are you doing that? It's not that exciting. But when I was there, and we were on Arsenal's side, and they scored a goal. You can't not join in. It was awesome. But I don't care who hosts the World Cup. I don't follow it enough to know if that's controversial or not.
Yeah, I don't really watch football either. You talking football like U.S., right?
Soccer.
Oh.
Yeah, we're hosting the World Cup, and I guess Seattle has a few
in
games.
This country. It's like the national sport, if you like. Most people are football mad over here.
It's pretty much the world sport, honestly.
Is it? You see, I don't even know that.
It's the most viewed sport in the world.
Right.
Is there Olympics going on right now too?
I think so.
See, I didn't even know that.
There's gonna be,
I'm very sheltered.
Dude, they have this underwater blitzball shit. I seen it on TV. I'm like, what is this? And there's a goal. There's like blitzball.
Real life blitzball?
Yeah, and the Olympics.
That I would watch.
I seen it on TV. What's up, Clancher the goal? Massa? What's Massa?
Is that Wi-Fi?
Yes, it's Wi-Fi.
That's gotta be Wi-Fi.
He's the only one that says that.
Yeah, it's him or Restart. It's one of them. It's one of the twins.
And Wrath is right. Most of us care more about Beast Bonus than the Olympics.
True. I don't. I don't. I haven't been.
I like the Summer Olympics watching the female volleyball. Not gonna lie.
Man, but yeah.
I only watch the men when you're on.
Dude, I haven't been to a beast in so long. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I don't know how you can bring 3 tunes over there, gate and recall. You guys must have some level of dedication that I'm not aware of, or maybe I'm burnt out or lazy.
I mean, it could be a bit of burnout or something, or it just doesn't interest you. I get excited by like the gamble. It's like a little lottery. Okay, you can try and snipe a place in queue, but you're definitely not the only person doing that, right? So you're still gambling on your correct snipe position with the other snipers. So I just queue, and what happens, right? That's like my tactic. But I get excited. Oh, my turn's coming up. Oh, it's gonna be me. It's gonna be, and it very rarely is. But
dude, I went there. I actually went to the beast. What you a couple weeks ago to do, all right? And I'm like, fuck it, I'll go. It was when it was like right next to Fungi.
Oh yeah, right? That one. Yeah.
And I go there, and then like I'm playing my other character, and browser fights the beast, and apparently I didn't hit it, and said you didn't get any bonus for it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And this is after like years and years of not doing it. So you know what? I'm done. I'm never done. No.
Oh, and then you have snipers of snipers, because you'll be sitting there, you're waiting, you think you have it, and then suddenly you'll get CB'd by Chris, and you get taken out of queue, and then the person that was behind you gets the kill, and you're like, son of a bitch.
You know, I'm just gonna bring Arrow there and hold somebody in combat for 3.5 minutes.
Well, I mean, it's part of the game. This could be a hot take, but like clan battles and PKing and all the rest of it, it's an in-game mechanic.
Correct.
So it's, something that you should expect. Whether you like it or not, it is part of the game. And I also find that quite exciting. Most yellow people I come across, if I'm on their square, I'll make it quite clear, like, I won't fight you if you don't fight me. And the vast majority of people don't want to engage with it. But there's going to be that one that's like, oh, a yellow. Gotcha, you son of a bitch. And I find that exciting. I genuinely do. Yeah, Rip hasn't had me yet. But I've been told it's a when rather than an if. So,
yeah, I mean, it's always a win because it maxes out 110%. And even if you get 80, 90, maybe I wish it lasted a little bit longer than 50 minutes. Another thing I think I'd like to see him change is when your RRT stops, your beast bonus stops. That'd be kind of.
Oh, I don't know. Is that a thing?
No, I mean, I wish it was. I think that'd be pretty fair. So you don't have to, if you had to go take a piss or something, or you want to go get something to eat, you have to.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it pauses when. Yeah, okay, I'm with you. I'll follow.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty fair if you could do that. I mean, it's not like you're getting over on anything.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, your RRT bar stops after a fight. Beast bonus stops.
That'd be a nice touch for sure.
I think
I had that in Pilg. If I got a beast, and when you're on Pilg, you really want to milk every second, right?
Yeah, so you want to be constantly logging in and out.
Yeah, that was exactly my point. And it's like, when are you going to do this? And it's like, can you give me 33 minutes and 27 seconds and I'll take the trash out, right? And things like that, because you can't walk away. You're doing these like 15-second kills. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Well, you can in a little bit. Like in that case there, you could just hit the log out button, not the X, but actually hit the hard log out button. And that pauses your beast bonus.
Yeah, but it'd be nice if you didn't have to do that.
Right? Yeah.
And what Clancher just said, the arena too. It should be paused during the arena, just refunded, just like your RRT, just like
Yeah, no, that's a good point, because when I've got beast bonus this season, I'm not in arena, and I'm having a log and ult just to get a solo group because I'm losing my like XP bonus and stuff.
Just give it the same mechanics as RRT.
Yeah.
And like for me, I don't change it when I go get beast bonus. I treat it just as a bonus. Like I don't change anything. I will still go back to my fungi spot, kill the mobs. I'll still do arena. I'll still forage. And if it ends up being a gold rush and I got the 100%, it'd be like, cool. All right. So that was a double chest, basically. I just treat it as that. If I was in a position like where like Wrath has his tunes that just boss farm, then it'd be 100% different story. But for me, it's just bonus. I don't treat it any different.
I would like to bring my third character to level 90. I just don't have the time to do it. So it's kind of how Wrath had mentioned it earlier. You have other characters to work on. Yeah, he always messes with me, but it's hard.
I don't think I could Pilg again. Like maybe 1 or 2 on an ult, but I wouldn't be doing all 5 again.
I do it again. It's just like I said, I have a hard time just using the RRT on my 2 characters I have. They're both full right now, just about. And 50 matches a day is extremely difficult for me.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's imperative this season because of the 25,000 fucking token fund.
Oh yeah, the new 9 times expensive.
So now missing matches is kind of a big deal if you want to keep up with the big dogs.
Yeah, I want to get a couple of those this season, hopefully. But I'm in a dilemma. Like, if I knew what next season was, I'd know which suit to put the big tempers on. So I'm kind of just riding.
I'm thinking's gonna happen, since this one's a non-solo queue. Next one is more than likely going to be 3 versus 3 pre-mades. then it would probably be 1v1 and then back to 2v2 and then so on. I think this is what the system's going to be like. It is what I'm guessing and assuming. I would assume he'd do it this way because if not, if he had followed schedule, this would have been pre-made 3v3.
Right.
So he did already deviate. So I think now it will start. Next season will be 3v3, and then we'll do our system again. Is what I'm assuming. So, but no one really knows until like a week maybe before the next one starts is when he likes to say what it is.
Yeah, I'd like to know beforehand, just so I know what to put my big tempers on, whether it'll be my healer set or my dot set.
Yeah.
So, to grind the characters, you just got to get some music and stream and grind away. Then Wrath, he also says to 9 times temper all his gear, which is 427 swaps, is going to take some time.
Yeah. About
427.
About 30 years.
Damn.
About 30 years. Maybe you have it.
He's saying, referring to Glitch, I'm assuming. I don't know if he knows. He probably does a line, spins around 7 times, and throws a dart at something.
Fair enough. I have no comment on that. Full send it, Glitch.
Yeah. Fair play.
Maybe that's how he does his LGs too. He has like 8 or 9 of them all pre-made up on a dartboard and just closes his eyes after some snow and throws one.
I think that'd be great.
That would be hilarious.
I want that in video. My boy's home.
Yeah, I heard that. I'm like, whoa, where's it coming
Hey, buddy.
from?
They're in the walls.
Hey, buddy. Oh, man, he probably does do that. Oh, I got a big question here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of fun tonight, guys. We're doing good. Now the wife gets to show you all the stuff she got for Xmas. Yeah, that's right.
Joy.
Everything that you bought for yourself, basically.
Yeah, no, I don't need anything. It's all for the
No,
kid.
I'm the same way. What do you want for Christmas? Christmas tree. That's it.
Yeah.
I never know. I just hand the wife the credit card and I'm like, make it happen.
Yeah.
And then come Christmas Day, I'm just as amazed as the kids are.
Then you use it the next day and it's declined.
Wait, she has to ask you for the credit card? I've
No.
never even seen mine.
Yes. So she has this problem. So we had a deal, right? When I was starting up my business and stuff, I basically had to lean on her. It's sort of very an emasculating thing to do, but you'll be surprised when you ask your woman if you can lean. By God, they become a pillar if you've got a good woman. And I said to her, I need to lean on you for a little while, right? But I'm going to make you a deal because I will succeed in this. Support me for a year or 2 and you will never work another day in your life. Everything you want will be yours. And she went, that's a no-brainer. Okay, then. But by God, did she claim her end of the fucking deal. And in the end, I had to be like, you really have to limit yourself. You are overestimating our position a little bit. And there was 1 month, and I mean a 4-week period where, like, because my credit card has a pretty good limit on it. And they called me and went, has your card been stolen? Is there anything suspicious? We have some transactions we want to go over with you. And I was like,
oh, this is that vacation you're telling me about that one time.
No, that was in London.
Oh, that so even a separate one.
Yeah,
oh, jeez.
This was a worse incident. I was like, well, how much have we spent? They went, there is a bill for, in my money, £36,000.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
And I was like, how have you spent 36 grand in a month? I was fuming. I was like, I said you can have whatever you want, but where the fuck has it gone? What have you spent that on? We don't have anything. Where is it? And she's like, well, we went to some really nice restaurants and we had lots of drinks. I was like, were you buying it for everyone? And she's, I was, What the fuck? No, we have to limit this. You can't do that. That's not the kind of money we have right now.
Yeah, I'm scared to go out there now.
Yeah, so now she agreed that she has a problem and she really has no concept of money. No.
We're getting something saying the voice is echoing.
Oh, that could be because I'm shouting. Is that because I'm shouting?
Yeah, maybe.
I'm not sure.
Oh, I got a big mouth. I apologize.
Oh, you're good. Welcome home, people. The voice is echoing. Still, Josh? Something could have happened.
Is it me that's echoing?
No, a moderator's checking into it.
Okay. Could be because I'm shouting and screaming. But yeah, she has no concept of money at all. So I have the credit card. And when she wants to do something, she'll tell me what she's going to do. And I'm not really going to say no, but I'll, reasonably, I'll be like, okay, you want to go to London for a weekend with your friend? Then this is how much you have per day. Here's the credit card. And check the balance as you go. Everywhere you go, every meal you have, check the balance. The number's there. You can see what you've spent. Don't go over this number. And still, she managed to blow like $3,000 in a day in London. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. Lady, you are out of your damn mind.
That's probably what's going to happen to me after this.
Yeah.
Josh, are we still looking good? Just let me know, man. Good dude. Josh is behind the scenes, making sure everything works right. Thanks, man.
Wrath wants to know, or Wrath says, that sounds like a good deal. Does he have to put out to get the same kind of coverage that your wife is getting?
Absolutely. You want to hope that you got the titties of the background character of your picture for a start. They need to be on my head at least 14 hours a day. The old man in the picture, that's me now. And then you get all that, yeah. Oh, and you got to birth me some children. So if you ain't got the right equipment for that, then you're out of luck, I'm afraid.
That's a tall task, Wrath.
Does he have to birth the children, or does he just have to perform the deeds of the procreation of it?
Oh, no, you got to birth the children too. So
okay, that's fair then.
Yeah,
that rules out most of us.
No.
No, I want it to hurt. I'm just... You got to earn it.
This is when Glitch shakes his head.
Yeah.
I think the chat likes Bomba. I think they're glad that he came on today. You guys having fun? And I hope you guys having a good time. I'm having a good time.
This one's been pretty good. It's been fun, kind of like with Billy. It's like down to earth, just having conversation, little talking.
Yeah, none of this shit's scripted, and we're just talking like any three guys would on the street. You know what I mean?
I enjoy stuff like this. I can never stick to a script. Ever.
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't imagine being like blah 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 blah.
Yeah, checking my notes. So what do I say here? Fuck no.
Where was that?
Way too distracted. I'll go off on like a million tangents as well.
Wrath is saying that this has stalled his farming. He has to get started.
No.
Our pre-game chat, or our pre-interview chat, we were talking how you did things and then you graduated or finished school and then you became a cook and then you decided to do some baking.
Yeah.
Well, I started off as a cook, and then when I tried my hands at baking, I stopped because baking is one of those things where you could follow the recipe 100%, do everything right, and then you go and turn your upside down cake over and it completely collapses, and you'd be like, I did everything right. What the hell?
So,
what did you like more? Did you like baking more or cooking?
There were pros and cons to both.
We'd probably help you with the cake.
So, I wasn't always a good boy, right? I started out as a little bit of a rebel, and I ended up in a youth offenders prison as a teen, and then went on to an adult prison when I came of age. But in there, I was rehabilitated. It did what it was supposed to do. Rather than just make a small-time criminal into a hardened criminal, I went down the other path, thankfully. And they had an education program in prison with something called the Fresh Start Scheme. I think it got scrapped in the end, but I was fortunate that I got onto it. And if I passed my like basic qualifications, I don't know what they're called in the States, but like basic English, basic maths, basic science, all that just functional stuff, they would then put you onto a course, like a trade of your choice. You could be a plumber, carpenter, electrician. I chose cook. And coming out of prison on the Fresh Start scheme, if you like graduated, your criminal record was absolved in any position other than healthcare, children, or anything like the police or army. They could access your record. Anybody else couldn't. So I was squeaky clean, and I had a trade now, and I went to work in a kitchen with a fabulous Frenchman. I learned a lot, and I was like an assistant cook, and it was a pretty well-respected restaurant too. I never did anything too fancy, don't get me wrong. They did the heavy lifting. I just did as I was told. But I learned a lot. And that restaurant went to shit eventually. Owners changed hand. The quality went down. And I really prided myself on putting out good food. And all of a sudden, it was just microwave crap and pre-cooked steaks. And I'm like, I can't serve this shit.
Horrible.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to do this. I really don't. And I called my old boss, this particular Frenchman, and he said, leave. Just go. If you're already in hell, keep going. Whatever's out there is not going to be worse than what you're dealing with right now. Just go. Don't even hand in your notice. Just leave. So I did. And I walked into another place that was a bakery. And I was like, I'm looking for a job. And they went, we were about to put out a hiring notice. Have you got a resume? Put my resume in. They said, you're hired. Same day, I literally walked out of one and into another and learned how to bake. And so cooking was a lot more, I'd say, like militant. I felt part of a team. I was a cog in a larger machine, and that made me feel good. It felt efficient and professional. The bakery I went to was very chill and very relaxed, and people kind of got to do their own thing, which had its own merits, but I definitely thrived under pressure more. So I think I preferred cooking to baking just for that, but the people I worked with at the bakery were fantastic. Yeah, I was only a man in there. They were predominantly a female company by accident, not by any policy. But yeah, so I got to work with a bunch of amazing women and learned a lot, and definitely got made fun of a lot for being a guy. But that was awesome.
I think that's a great story. How would you help? Like, what advice would you give Sadul about his cake sticking?
So even if you follow the same recipe, at least here in the UK, we have a very, very humid atmosphere. I think it rains like 52% of the year here. Wild weather changes. There's some states in America that are known for it, where they have like 4 seasons in a day.
Yeah, that's my state, Washington.
That's your state. Okay, so you're going to struggle with the same thing the UK struggles with. And you have to adapt your recipe based on air pressure, based on humidity, based on outside temperature as well. Unless you have a really good expensive oven that controls the climate inside of itself. But even then, you still have to adapt the recipe for when you open that oven and expose the hot cake to cold air. Some things that are very delicate, like a souffle, they can't hold themselves up. The structure is too fragile, and it will just and sink as soon as you open the door. So you have to adapt your recipe and make things a little bit more viscous so that the structure is a little bit more solid. So it's probably that it's too runny, but then the opposite is true on a dry day. You need a little bit more moisture. So have a little play around with your ingredients and adjust accordingly.
You butter the pan so it don't stick, or what's the deal?
I almost always grease my pan. Yeah.
With what though? Grease or like butter? Like butter?
Yeah, not butter. Actual grease. Yeah, it's just a term here, like grease your pan. I like to use my hands as well.
I'm gonna make Ras a cake. Next time I'm on stream, I'm gonna have a birthday cake right here.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say Ras on it. He deserves it for Ash winning the arena for him.
Congratulations on being carried.
Oh, I had to get one more jab in there. The Wrath has been nothing but kind to us. He even jumps in and out when we used to have not so often to go audio problems and issues like that. But no, Wrath is a really good guy. He's a good human being, just like the rest of Nod. Like I said, we have a great community. It says 817 players online. That's crazy. And the fact that you can talk to the owner and all that stuff.
I like the interactiveness and the fact that he's not afraid to like really dig into people as well. There was someone in the chat
I
recently
know.
doing the, hey, I can type my password backwards, and Glitch was like, you get banned for that. Don't be a retard. I love that he just bursts out with that immediately.
Oh yeah,
and puts them in their
absolutely.
place. Like, don't be a retard. Like, you.
Well, I mean, he's gotten a little softer in his older age as well. Because back in the day, if someone pulled that shit, they'd be instant mute. They wouldn't be talking anymore. So
yeah, I can't remember who it was that said it, but yeah,
I did.
sort of came back and scrolled through and was like, "Oh, Glitch is getting spicy." All right.
Yeah, it was A. Jones.
Right.
Well,
got it.
he was mad at who?
A. Jones. A. Jones was trying to see if people would be stupid enough to type in their passwords backwards in chat, and Glitch basically told them to stop being retarded.
Yeah, I like that too. He just don't care. You know what I mean?
I love the shit talk from the Beast as well.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's great.
I love that. That is one of my favorite things.
Maybe he has split personalities.
Well, and like when he's chatting from the Beast, like depending on what he says from the Beast also determines on which Beast he's on. Like if he's on one of the two goblin big tittied ones, he's always saying something dirty like "stick it in the back door, why don't you?" or something like that. Or it's like if he's on the bull one, he's like, "Oh, dangle these nuts."
Yeah, right.
You know, he's
like way more aggressive on the bull than he's like, "I'm gonna crush you." Like
exactly.
Yeah, he adopts the personality of him. I think that's great.
And Ash said he was banned for a while. No, he was just saying stuff when he was drunk. That's why you need a DD, Ash. Well, that's why sometimes when I do that, I have Sadul stop me. Hey, buddy. You went to Lowe's?
Haha, you got some tools for Christmas.
Right. I love that kid. We're doing good tonight. We had 21 people watching. We got a bunch of new people that stopped by with first time chats. I encourage you to go to NodCast.com. Yeah, she has to fix too much.
I don't dare get on chat on that when I'm drunk. I avoid it.
Yeah.
So I run my mouth too much as it is, do you know what I mean? And it's like, it all goes out the window. And I've got like a venom tongue as well. And I just can't stop myself. But it's a cultural thing for any other Brits in the chat. The C word is like a term of endearment more often than not. But yeah, a lot of other people from other places don't see it that way. And I will just let it fly. And I don't mean it how they take it.
Yes, it's kind of like Portuguese guys that kind of like know each other decently well. A long time, if you haven't seen them for a while, like this last trip, I went back up to Canada and visit my parents, and some friends came over. I set up to them at the same time they're saying it to me. They're like, "What's up, caralho?" And caralho in Portuguese means prick.
Oh,
so it's like, "What's up, prick?"
Yeah,
you know. And anyone else to see that, if they understood Portuguese, they'd be like, they just called each other prick. What? Why? You know, like they don't get it. But you know, the English have that with the C word and whatnot.
Yeah, turning anything into an insult, really. Like you can almost insert any word into any sentence, and if it's in context, it just makes sense to us. The English language is a joke. I went out drinking yesterday and I got absolutely trampolined. We know what that means. It's nonsense to anybody else. But because it's like a contextual thing, it works. Calling each other, like you could call someone a sausage. right? And it's like, it would make sense in context, but they're obviously not a sausage. But it's like that with a lot of swear words as well. It's like the closer you are to someone, the more grotesque your language will become to them. And it's almost like a game, right? You're like playing a game of chicken of who's going to overstep the mark and get them to react. It's almost like you're trying to bait them to bite. And there was a recent one, and obviously it was very sad, but a buddy of mine lost his dog. And he was like, this was the last picture that we got to take together, and his dog has already passed away. Now, because we've been friends since we were kids, this is like a lifelong thing, is he posted that picture in the group chat. And I went, oh, are you going to eat that? And he hit the fucking roof. But it's like, that's a success. It was like, you know, he was, fuck you, you piece of shit. But within 60 seconds, he'd come around, saw the funny side and went, you're a fucking asshole. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not bad. It's a cultural thing, right? You take that out of the culture and it's like, you're a piece of shit, but it comes from love. It's weird.
Right.
So you're being mean out of love.
It's like if you didn't like somebody, you wouldn't talk to them.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, the British are very passive aggressive.
So I remember in one of the voice chats that you joined us, and I had brought up the goat shagging, and you had so graciously explained to us that, you know, it doesn't actually happen. It's more of a joke and play on the British to kind of make fun of the British. Could you go ahead and, you know, explain it to our audience?
Absolutely. So
funny.
Way back when England doesn't exactly have, or the British Empire doesn't have the most stellar of histories further back, it got better as time went on. It wasn't always great. So during those times, the not great times, nearby countries and almost any country in the world was horribly invaded and oppressed by the British Empire. A couple such countries were Wales, Scotland, Ireland. And the English had just decided to claim that land as their own. That's England's now. And there was a crime of poaching, taking farm animals from farms that belong to local people, right? Blah, blah, blah. We all know the politics there. But England was like, those are our sheep now. And if you poach them, the punishment is death. Now, the Welsh were very crafty, and we would call, like the Scottish, Irish, and Welsh, sheep shaggers, right? As in they fornicated with the sheep. But it was not, I mean, it was probably true every now and then, but it wasn't true in general. They came up with a clever ploy, particularly the Welsh, very crafty. And they would get caught trying to poach an animal. And they would go, oh, man, that's really embarrassing, but I wasn't poaching that sheep. I was taking it into the woods so I could fuck it. and that's what they would do. And they'd go, I'll take it back now. Now, a lot of them got killed, right? But then some of them didn't. And they'd go, fuck off then, you weirdo. Take the sheep back to where you found it. Those guards would then go back and go, you won't believe what the Welsh are doing to those sheep. Right? And it would just spread. And all of a sudden, they're all sheep shaggers. So now today, it still sticks around where the English will call the Welsh sheep shaggers. Little do they know that they're just calling themselves gullible and stupid because they were never shagging sheep in the first place. It was a trick on the English to get away with poaching their shit. So it's like a self-diss. Whenever an Englishman goes to a Welshman, sheep shagger, he's just calling himself a gullible idiot. And I think that is just absolutely fucking brilliant.
Oh, yeah, it's brilliant. It's hilarious.
Yeah. It is funny. Yeah, Ash said he had to take off. He called you a turkey statue. I don't know what that means. And Rash says only every now and then seems okay. I don't see a problem with it. For the sheep, I think it's good for everybody. It's good for all parties.
Yeah.
Probably.
If you take them to the edge of a cliff, they push back.
If you take them to the edge of the cliff and then their hind legs and rubber boots, they can't kick you that way either.
Yeah. So you got it down to a T. It's a fine art.
Well, exactly. You know, and that's why you wear a kilt and not, jeans. Because if you wear jeans and you unzip, the sheep will run.
Well, I think we had a good night tonight. We did a full 3 hours to get to know each other. definitely know each other very well now. Good conversation with Badbomba. Very well
I'd say so.
spoken. It's been nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, and you guys as well, and everybody else in the chat. Don't be shy. I'm certainly not. You know, we're going to play together in a small community, so hit me up. We'll go do some stuff.
Yeah, and I appreciate both of you, you know, taking 3 hours to hang out. I know that time is time, and everybody who's watching. We did good tonight. A lot of new people. Yukahoy. New people still showing up, but we gotta go, you know. We're gonna come up with a new stream schedule soon. We're working on it. If you want to support the show, share it, follow, subscribe, or click the link on the chat or on the about section of the channel and download that new RPG, Watcher of Realms. I'm gonna try it out later, see how it is. But besides that, you guys are all appreciated, every one of you, and thank you again, both of you guys, for taking the time to come on the show.
Yeah, no problem. It's been a good evening.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, and enjoyed it last night with your curtains.
Oh yes, yeah. I'll be up all night gardening. You won't get past me. Not in real life. In the game, you kick my ass, but I reckon I got you.
Yeah, I think so.
Life. Yeah.
So I'm gonna play my plugs and the screen and all that stuff. And you guys have a great night. And remember, you're all appreciated. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for watching, everybody, and asking questions and keeping everything interactive. This was one of our better ones with questions. So,
all right.
I miss everyone already.
I know. Good night, guys.